And hello, my brothers and sisters. My name is Ethan Van Sciver. Welcome to Comic Artist Pro Secrets. I am a 27-year veteran, and now it's starting to feel like it. Now it's starting to feel like I have been to war. I have seen some shit of the comic book industry. World's most charming, elegant, eloquent, and yet humble man. Great big Star Wars fan and trusted. Member of the media. Frog lives matter. When are people going to realize that? I walk around on the streets every single day, and I see smashed frogs, and nobody gives a shit except for me. I'm the only one who seems to care. Tired of it. You're right. You're right, Oliver. Close off. Why am I the only one with a heart? Why am I the only one with a soul? Why am I the only one who cares? I don't know. But I'm hoping to raise awareness and make people understand. Frogs are friends. They're not food. They are your friends, guys. Hello, Michael Tryon. He says, Frog Daddy, gaming or what? TM is here. He says, hail. We got a lot of people here. Brian Orpheus says, hail, Caesar Cyberfrog. Sunbeam, hail, Caesar Cyberfrog, Sunbeam. That's a lot of hailing. We're not going to stop hailing here. We're going to continue to hail. I like it. For once I caught the stream from the exact start, says Armoron. Well, welcome. We're glad to have you here. And Ravener says, human sunbeam. You know, not only am I a human sunbeam because I light the way for others, and I do, but I also help flowers to grow. And those flowers are IndieGoGo campaigns. I am here. That's right. Ethan punching dicks and taking names. What's your name? My name's Bob, sir. Right in the dick. Right in the dick. How do you like that? No, I don't do that. I would never do that. I'm a human sunbeam, and what I do is I like to let people know. I say, "Hey, there's a better way. There's a better way out there, but not in a soy way. I'm not, I wouldn't say that I virtue signal. I don't virtue signal. I just am the signal, and I show people comic book campaigns, and I say, this is the one right here. That one isn't the one. That one's out of the light. That one is in the darkness of the cave of doom. But this one is glorious." And I want you guys to consider backing this campaign. And thus, flowers grow. When I say flowers grow. There he goes. And nobody knows but me. Fregaboom's Black Flag Pineapple Perception comic book is one of those flowers that I want to see grow, ladies and gentlemen. I want that one to grow. Another case for the littlest umbrella should be growing. I'm shining my light upon it. I am giving it pure vitamin D. That doesn't stand for dick. It's not penis. This isn't a penis joke. I want you guys to back this campaign. Back Peregrine, Wings of the Falcon, by graded 0.5. Back this one. This one actually looks really, 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 really good. It looks like a DC comic, like when DC Comics are at their best, and that's what we want to. That's what we want to see happen here. Now, tonight. I'm going to bring you a friend of yours and ours. His name is William. Our friend William. Our friend William's been around for a long time. He was once a fashion designer. He's always been a superstar. Ahead of the pack, ahead of the times. Nice guy. People like him. Friend to everyone. Everyone likes William. Everyone likes him. I like him. You guys like him too. You know what? We don't have to call him William. Let's get familiar with this gentleman, and let's just call him Billy. Billy Tucci. Hello, teen sensation.
What's up, brother?
Look at you. You look good, but I can't hear you. There you go. Okay, all right. Now I can hear you.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You're just delayed.
Well, I love you. So
I love you too. It's great to have
love you. I got that cat over there. Let's move that. How are you, brother? Thank you for having me on again. I love coming on to your show. Last time I hit is when you hit, I don't know, was it when you hit 800 grand and you had people coming on and stuff?
Well, yeah, probably. Yeah, that might have been it. You know, I do this every day, Billy. Every day I do nothing but make nonsense. Yeah. I waste more people's time, with my YouTube videos. I am here to waste everyone's time unless you can listen to me and Billy while you do something productive. Are there dishes to be done, ladies? Is there laundry to be folded, ladies? Is there sweeping to do, ladies? Are there meals to prepare, ladies? Now, gentlemen, you've had a hard day at work. Kick back on your recliner, relax, grab a beer, smoke a cigar.
I like this. I like where this is going. Smoke the cigar, sit the feet up.
Put on the TV. watch a Rocky sequel of your choosing, and
Oh,
have a nice day.
do you have a cigar? Do you? Oh, you can't smoke down there, right? See, I'm up. I'm up
No,
here.
I do have cigars, and I will smoke down
Oh,
here.
you got them behind the bar. I saw your cigars. You got some
That's
good. They look like some good cohibas there. You got to put them in the
that's right.
humidor. You can't.
Only the best.
And you got some good scotch too, brother. So
Only the best for me. And listen, I'm the boss of my house. Now, Andrea is the manager.
I like it.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
Andrea's up there. I'm sorry. I mean, yeah. Would you put my steak in the fridge? Thank you, baby. Appreciate it.
So she didn't leave you.
No, she didn't leave me yet. We had a long talk about it. I said, can you just not leave me for a little while? Optics, babe. Optics. I need to finish out Cyberfrog Wrecked Planet. I don't want everyone to know, that you've left me. So it's for the kids. And by the kids, I mean the Cyberfrog campaigns.
Yes.
That's why we're staying together.
Completely understandable. Completely.
But Andrea is the manager of everything, Billy. And just like your wife is.
Yes, she is. But the thing, see, like my house, when they have I'm like Sebastian Maniscalco, where they say like, the today people have men have man caves. My whole house is my man cave.
Yes.
It really is. She's got the parlor, really. And there's like even some of my stuff in that. But I've got swords and paintings and guns and airplanes and dead animal heads all over my whole house.
How do you do it? How do you do it?
With a smile.
So you just smile at your woman.
I remember, Ethan, remember how cute we were when we were really young? I mean, you're a lot younger than me, and you're a handsome, distinguished man. You're looking like someone out of Rat Patrol with those goggles. I love it.
Got to be ready. Got to be ready at all times for shit.
I have those goggles too. I have similar goggles to that.
Do you really?
I could run that, but they're in my garage. So
okay, I'm ready for the shit to go down at any time. I'm not saying war. I'm not saying anything in particular, but I'm ready. And when it goes down, these are going on like this, and I'm on it. Listen, we might, Billy. We came so close to not being able to do this tonight because we've got hurricanes and tornadoes coming through New Jersey today. That's God's way of saying, "Go home, Black Lives Matter. Go home. You ain't lighting no buildings on fire here. I will send the rains." The rains.
Well, you know what? It's crazy. It's all of again these Antifa kids. And you see them on films. Throwing. Those two women that were arrested for throwing a Molotov cocktail. Lawyers into the backseat of a New York City police car.
Don't throw Molotov cocktails.
No, they would just wanted. They're just anarchists. That's what they want. It's. I'm all stressed out over it as it is. I've been listening to on TV. I've been listening to the Spa, and it's just like new age music and just spa music. A little bit like Biggie Smalls,
Biggie Smalls. That's not spa music. That's your
Biggie Smalls song, your opening, the music you had. It's just another day in the ghetto. The way the Cool Vibes version of that.
Oh, the original theme. Yeah, that's a nice thing. That kind of gets you. They're talking about, killing people and effing bees. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't like that. I'm not into effing bees. I'm not into those words.
Me either.
You will.
Very shameful. We're into essing C's. No, wait, that's not what I meant. I meant selling comics. Selling comics. That's not what it meant at all, Billy. My goodness gracious. I don't want to give people the wrong idea.
I've got a dirty mind.
Yes. We're into selling comics. That's what Essing C's stands for. Absolutely. And that's what we're doing tonight. Billy Tucci delivers new Miss Fury graphic novel. This is Billy's new project, everyone. Boom goes the dynamite. Billy Tucci, looks like you're funded already. That's great news. We funded
real fast, which look at that, $5,800 already. I mean, it's a dynamite book. This is not a Tucci book. It's by my pals and our pals at Dynamite Comics. And it's a story that I had written originally 2 years ago. And it actually transpired at last year's San Diego when I got to meet June Tarpe Mills' surviving family, which is the creator of Miss Fury. And I told him this story, her nephew Bill, and he cried. And I'm like, and I saw Nick. I'm like, Nicky, we got to do this book. We've got to do this book, but it's got to be a premiere format. It's got to be hardcover. It's too important of a story. And Nicky's like, okay. And here we are launching it in the middle of riots all across the United States. But that's okay.
That's okay. Yeah, this is
reasonable.
Now, hold on a second. Let's back away from this for a minute. I'm gonna confess something to the audience. Now, Dan Fraga calls me 4 times a day. He calls me a lot.
See, and I feel so bad not calling you to bother. I feel like I'm bothering you.
Well, I mean, you're my friends.
Yes, I love Fraga.
Dan calls a lot, and today he called. He said, "What do you do?" And look, he's like, "I've been in the house for 4 days. I mean, no, I've been in the house since March 13th. I've only been out 4 times in the last 3 months." And I went, "What the hell, Dan? Go outside, man." Go outside. Like, please don't be cooped up inside like that. They don't literally mean you can't leave the house. They mean you can go out, but you wear a face mask and go. It's a little bit like exploring the Titanic wreckage when you go to Target. You can't breathe very well.
Beneath it's like these, the Soylent Green or something movie. Just crazy out there with the COVID-19. Well, as I had posted, I said, either there's going to be a huge spike in COVID-19 cases in the cities in 2 weeks, or we're going to know that we're beyond this.
Well, Dan said to me, he said, Ethan, what do you do when you're feeling blue? And I said, I'm never feeling blue. Sunshine is bright yellow. Yes. I'm always happy and cheerful. And Dan says, well, what do I do? I mean, I've started the 2nd month of my campaign. It's in the doldrums. It's like, what do I do? And then there's chaos. Every time I turn on the TV, there's nonsense and bullshit. I don't know what to do, Ethan. And I went, and I was eating potato chips, by the way.
Yeah.
Dan interrupted my potato chip eating break. I was like, I got to go on with Billy. And so I'm like, I know what you mean. I said, Dan, you and I and Billy, we can't afford to ever project sadness or the blues. We're not blues singers. No. We project happiness and joy. We project fun times. We project all the good things that are about comics. All the
you are channeling, and what I try to emulate as well as we and Polito does it too, is to channel Stan Lee, to project Stan Lee. Look at Stan. You have to inspire when you're in the world of comics. If you imagine Stan was this doldrum SJW, oh my God, there would be no Marvel Comics. No, you got to get in their face and yes, be like Theodore Roosevelt, for God's sakes, with a pen or a brush in your hand.
Yes, true believers. Yes. Yes. Excelsior.
That's what we're talking about.
Not Incelsior. Excelsior.
Well, I got to tell you, I want to thank you and all of your Centurions and all that. And just thank you guys for having me on. I watch the show every time it's on. I miss you a lot because you have such crazy hours. You texted me the other day. It was like 4 a.m. or something. Like, yeah, I'm live right now.
Yeah. I'm almost always live. I'm almost always doing things. I'm trying to, change the world. I'm trying to save comics from themselves. Billy, they're lighting comic book stores on fire. Our only hope, Billy, is to combat this by creating great comics that are inflammable. I have talked to Nick Barucci. I'm sure he's talked to you too about the possibility of using asbestos in our comics. From here on out. Now, I think asbestos has gotten a bad rap. So I'm ready to put asbestos in our comics. Starting today. Inflammable. No, not inflammable. That means they catch on fire. Unburnable comics, Billy. What do you think of that idea?
How does one make a burnable comic? I mean,
I'm just telling you how. Asbestos. It was good enough for them in World War II. The Human Torch's enemy was called Asbestos Lady. Did you know that? Asbestos Lady?
I did not know that.
So if
I did not know that, and I should feel shame for this, but asbestos. Asbestos for the Vespis. Eric Weathers, what's up, man?
Everyone's excited about asbestos.
Well, if we do asbestos comics, they're gonna have to be made in China.
I don't mind doing that.
If they poison the world, right?
Yeah, I don't mind. Don't do it, says Johnny Lane. Don't do what? It's already done.
Wow, it's already done.
You see me sneering? Oh, wait, hold on a second. This is me. It's already done. Asbestos for the Vespis. Yeah, that's our new message. So Billy has launched a new campaign for a comic book now. It's about time that we show Billy Tucci and show the world that our asbestos comics are the future. Billy, this comic is going to be made 100% of asbestos.
Okay.
Well, it is. I've already talked to Nick about it, Nick Barucci at Dynamite Entertainment, and I've said, look, they're burning down comic book stores. Our only hope, the only thing that we can do from here to stop them, is to make our comics out of asbestos. And Nick, who wasn't really listening to me, agreed. He said, yeah, sounds good. So that's
so you already put the wheels are already in motion, right?
Of course. Yeah, I already put listen, Billy, I hope you don't mind. We're going to try it out with you. Your book is going to be the first one. Now,
I'm not publishing it, so I really don't have the power for that. I'm not.
You don't have the power for what? To do this? I mean, oh, you mean Nick's publishing this?
Nick's publishing it. Yeah, Nick, it's a Dynamite book. It's a Dynamite project. So, I get plausible deniability.
A plausible deniability.
Thank you.
All those children that were poisoned by asbestos, my asbestos comics, I didn't do it. A plausible deniability, because it feels good to deny that kind of a thing,
and to be revered for it.
Yeah, and I do revere you for it.
And I revere you too, my friend, for a long time.
Well, all right, Billy, let's watch this video that you made.
Oh yeah, let's do it. Okay.
There we go.
December 1941. The United States officially enters World War II, a war which raged across Europe and the Pacific for over 5 years. But the previous April, a young writer-artist working under the name Tarpe Mills broke through a very particular gender barrier in the four-color world of comics. June Mills, who used her middle name Tarpe as it sounded masculine, created Miss Fury. First featured in the Sunday Funnies, but known to the history books as the first published action hero created by a woman. And boy,
she looks familiar, Billy.
She does look familiar, doesn't she, EBS?
Billy, she looks familiar to me. Now, okay.
She does.
Are you going to say it or am I going to say it?
I can say it.
Go ahead.
That is the face. That is the costume that launched 100 imitators and inspired 1,000 and inspired millions. Well, if you look at the 1992 Batman Returns film, you can check out a little Michelle Pfeiffer there. I don't know. I'd say that I think it's pretty obvious that DC Comics ripped off Catwoman's look off of June Tarpe Mills. Catwoman was created by a man. June Tarpe Mills created a woman. Created Miss Fury. Also about Miss Fury is that she debuted 6 months before Wonder Woman did.
Is that right?
Yes, it is right. So she literally is the first published comic book character ever created by a woman.
All right, let's watch this again, and let's forget about the fact. First of all, we thought that she ripped off Catwoman, but she didn't. Catwoman ripped her off. That's important, guys. That's important to know.
Yes, because Catwoman Catwoman ripped Miss Fury about 10 years after Miss Fury already debuted with the look, because Catwoman originally just had a cat mask, a cat face mask, and then she had that really beautiful purple design, the purple and green, that with the dress design. She had that, but then it eventually evolved once June Tarpe Mills stopped doing Miss Fury in 1952. She did that, so that's who I say it is. I say it's Miss Fury. I say it's Catwoman.
As Jamie points out in the chat, Catwoman does steal. I mean, that's who she is. So this is not surprising. All right, so let's forgive. No, let's not forgive. Let's remember this. Let's keep this in mind, and let's be angry about it. Angry at the fact that DC Comics stole Miss Fury from Billy Tucci, and the original. I'm going to say they stole it from you because you're the current artist of Miss Fury,
the current writer.
Oh, writer.
Maria Laura Sanapo is the artist, and she's far better than I ever was. She's incredible.
All right, let's watch this, and let's be angry about it. And when we're angry, let's buy this comic. All right, thank you.
December 1941. The United States officially enters World War II, a war which raged across Europe and the Pacific for over 5 years. But the previous April, a young writer-artist working under the name Tarpe Mills broke through a very particular gender barrier in the four-color world of comics. June Mills, who used her middle name Tarpe as it sounded masculine, created Miss Fury. First featured in the Sunday Funnies, but known to the history books as the first published action hero created by a woman. And boy, what a hero she was.
And I'm very proud of it because it was
Whoa.
drawn by a woman.
Yeah.
This is the original book. Being the second woman drawing it is fantastic.
Flash forward 80 years or so, and here's me, Billy Tucci, working on the return of Miss Fury, exclusive to you, our backers, right here on IndieGoGo. An important graphic novel that has a very special place in my heart, presented to entertain our readers, but also to honor the character and her creator.
I cannot reveal too much, okay? But stay
That's okay.
tuned. I will be posting a lot of things on my Facebook and on my social.
I take honor very seriously. And believe me, it's my honor to befriend the surviving family of Tarpe Mills.
Yes.
It's been a great honor to spend time with them and to talk to them about this project and how I intend to honor the legacy of her work and to honor the existence of this great underappreciated character. Maria Laura Sanapo, Cece Dela Cruz, Asha Kishna, Mindy Locken, and everyone at Dynamite Comics to bring you one hell of a golden age adventure.
It's all ladies. Billy, how come it's all ladies? And you are the only man involved
The
with
only
this?
man. That's Team Fury, man. Because they're the best ones to do the job.
All right.
They're the best ones to do the job. Look at that. Look at Maria's artwork. Look at the colors.
I'm saying, yeah, I'm just noticing that it's all very attractive women and then you. And I'm like, makes you kind of seem like a pimp. That's all. A little bit.
I think it makes me the luckiest guy in comics right now. Look at that.
Well, that's
Look
not
at the
hard.
team I have. Look at this.
You're still standing. All right, here we go.
The golden age and sees the return of one of the most influential characters in comic book history.
Yes.
Again, thank you for your time. Please pledge. Please share. Peace.
Oh, wow.
Love. Fury strong.
Yes, Miss Fury, only on IndieGoGo. That's our Billy Tucci right now. Look, like a mama bird, he's got a lot of chicks, and they're all working on Miss Fury with him. Beautiful, beautiful women, all very, very talented, and Billy is spearheading the way. This is the original female hero. Golden Age, female. Golden Age means what? It's like the 30s to what?
1938 to 62, I'd say. Would you say the Silver Age started 62 with Marvel?
Maybe, but then there's like Green Lantern and Flash that, the Barry Allen and Hal Jordan that was kind of late 50s.
Did Hal debut in the late? Oh, so maybe, what do you say, 58? We go with a number
58. Yeah, probably. Yeah, this is a Dynamite comic, everyone. It is a Dynamite comic by Dynamite Comics.
Yes.
The Miss Fury OGN original graphic novel, main Tucci cover. I want to get your cover.
Oh, I always get your cover, so if you do, I appreciate that.
Yeah, I want to get I will back this. I will get your cover. But there are guest cover artists too.
Yeah.
And those are the women that we just saw. Asha Kishna.
Yep.
Maria Sanapo.
Yep. Maria Sanapo is the actual artist, the interior artist.
Oh, there she is, right there.
She is a rock. She's like Wonder Woman. You got to see her. She was at New York Comic Con.
Okay. And by the way, she live in Italy? Where is she?
She lives in Italy. Yep. She's married to the artist Marco Santucci, who is doing Swamp Thing for DC Comics right now.
Okay, all right. Has she ever met a man named Matteo?
She did. She met my son Matteo. My son's name is Matthew, but we call him Matteo.
Different guy.
Oh,
all right.
I was just trying to.
We got Asha Kishna. Wow, Asha Kishna is.
She's dynamite. She really is. She's a workout fanatic. She's an incredible artist that Debbie and I had the honor of meeting at a Holland convention about 3 years ago. And she came up to us and she showed us her portfolio, which literally was a black and white graphic novel Batman story that she just drew. And we were blown away by Debbie's like, you have to use her. I'm like, oh God, you have to use her. And she's brilliant.
Wonderful, wonderful. Look at these interior pages. This is hot stuff.
Yeah.
There are women who can draw out there. You found them all. We got the deluxe ammo crate set. This is the signed hardcover. All 4 soft covers, a water bottle. What do you mean by that?
It's like a canteen was their thought, I guess. Again, I'm not the publisher. Thought it was kind of like, yeah, let's do a water bottle.
Mhm.
Scotch in it.
Custom coins, signed prints, the trading card set. How many trading cards?
I think there's 36 or something like that. Is that how many are in the cards? I mean, you do the cards with Dinah. Is it 75? What would it be?
Well, it's in nines, right? Like it has to be in a variable of nines because the collectible card sheets have 9 slots in them.
Yes.
So
yes.
you want to. It could be 72, right?
I think so. I think it might be that.
So this is the equivalent. The deluxe ammo crate set would be the equivalent of my own honeycomb box. I think. I mean, that's what it looks like to me. It's got everything in it, and it looks great. And it looks like a Foot Locker.
It's badass, ain't it? Look how cool that is. It's like an ammo can, bro.
Damn, an ammo can. An ammo can. All right, let me see if there's a better look at it here. You've got other things. No, there isn't. Okay, all right. That's we need to see more of that. I would say give us a better picture of this because this is going to sell a lot. The deluxe ammo crate is is it down here? Where is it? Oh,
there it is.
$450. You've only got 15 of them. This is much different than my campaign. I've got 2,500 of mine.
Wow. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. But still, I mean, 15. Make sure to get one for $1,000. You can get drawn in to Miss Fury. You get drawn in. So, that means this young lady is going to draw you.
Yep. It'll look just like that person.
Wonderful.
And
Wonderful,
I think they get the art as well. I think they get the original art page too.
So that's a great deal for $1,000.
Heck yes, it is. Heck yes. And
Let's
this is going
be
to be a groundbreaking book. And I don't know, Ethan, if you're a fan of 80s new wave, are you familiar with the band Joy Division?
Of course.
Of course. And do you know what the Joy Division is? If I could tell people what the Joy Division actually was.
Go ahead and tell them.
Well, when the Nazis ran across Europe and took over all of Europe, they went to all the Jewish neighborhoods and they literally took the men to the work camps and ushered the older men and all the women into walled ghettos. As the war effort continued, they needed more materials, more slave labor. They started to pull these women out of the ghettos. Some of them as young as 11 years old. And they put them on trains. They brought them to the camps. When the women got off the carts, now this is a very little known part of history, of a terrible time in history, of a terrible part of the Holocaust, is that there would be the women were handpicked once they got off the train. If they looked one way, they were sent to the left. If they looked another way, they were sent to the right. The ones that were sent to the left went to the work camps. And we all know about the work camps, the striped pajamas, where they literally will work to death. The ones on the right were sent to Camp Joy. And what Camp Joy was this beautiful painted doorway to get into the gate. They go in there, and these women were coiffed, well-fed, taught manners, put makeup on, taught in womanly ways. And then they were turned into prostitutes for the SS.
Wow.
These women were literally repeatedly raped. Many of them suffered a fate worse than death than the women who had to suffer through the work camps because they were deemed more beautiful. And the ones that would strike back or show independence, they were publicly flogged, sodomized, and then killed in front of everybody else at the camp. So my story is with the Joy Division is that Miss Fury is charged with a mission to capture the head of the Joy Division, this German colonel who was actually Colonel Prussia, that is in the actual Miss Fury lore. He's an actual character. But when she gets there, she ends up liberating the women of the Joy Division, turning them into the Black Furies, and they literally turns them into an all-female Inglorious Bastards team.
Oh, that's awesome.
Who go hunting the Nazis as the Black Furies.
Oh, that's great. That is awesome. Miss Fury, Joy Division. Now you guys know what this story is. By the way, Billy Tucci, king of cheesecake pinup art.
Thank you.
And you've got a couple to choose from, right? One. Wait, you drew these two or all three of these?
I drew the top three, but if you look at the first one, and Ethan, if you saw the old art morphed into the new art, the cover on the end, if you see the Homage Risque cover, and we have an even more Homage Risque cover coming after that, that is taken off an original June Tarpe Mills piece of art that she drew in 1944.
Wow.
So talk about how fierce this woman was and fearless she was. She actually drew that topless thing, and we're making an homage to her with that cover.
Hail. What's her name again?
June Tarpe Mills.
June Tarpe Mills. Hail June.
So, hey, John Malin, what's up, buddy? Good to see you.
Yeah, we John, do you want to come in here? I'm gonna send the. We could use a little John Malin here. We're gonna do the news too. We're gonna do a bunch of stuff to get this. Billy, you're hanging in for a little while.
I'll hang in, sure. I come here for
fun. But we will.
I appreciate you having me on, man.
Of course, anytime you want to come on, you're coming on. I mean, you're Billy Tucci. You're a member of the family. We love you, and we're quite happy to have you.
I got a wrench.
You do have a wrench.
I go in there, I just say hello and stuff like that, and I always pop in.
Yeah, I ask people with wrenches to please use them appropriately, and that is to beat SJWs with them over the head. Billy, you don't have to do that. I wouldn't ask you to do that, but other people do have to do that.
Well, I went to FIT in the city, so I'm sure I did beat a bunch of them.
Yeah.
It was a crazy time in the city. Not as crazy as now with lawlessness and stuff, but New York City in the 80s. It's great. The late 80s when I went to college there was awesome.
Billy, yeah, I can imagine. The late 80s were awesome. All I do now is I have this I have a tape of well, it's not a tape. See, that's because I'm from the 80s. It's on my iPod. It's on my iPhone. It is 1989. All of the songs from 1989, and I just float around in my swimming pool.
Wow.
And listen to a little 1989 music.
Yeah.
Don't be cruel, because I would never be that cruel to you. Whoa, don't be cruel.
We close our eyes. I don't know if that was 87, though. That might have been a little earlier. But do you know what I have, Ethan?
What?
I have about 6 to 8 hours of videotape. My roommate took out a video camera, checked it out of the media center at FIT, and I have 8 hours of videotape from August 1988 to January 1989. A perfect time capture of New York City at that time. I filmed Macy's at Christmas time, all the FIT, all the fashions, all the things. It's fucking crazy.
That is nice.
I'm gonna start putting together as little video vignettes, if you will.
You should. I was only 14 years old. Oh, what? Yeah. I was only 14 years old. I would love to see New York in 1988, 1989 again. You should make those videos. I am going to make them. People are saying 1989 was 9 Inch Nails' Pretty Hate Machine. It was. I like that song, Head Like A-Hole. I'm
not familiar with that. Wow, we're getting your hurricane now, I think.
Oh, you're getting it? Yeah,
we hear it. I can hear it up here. It's crazy.
The sky turned black. Yeah, there's a song called Head Like A-Hole. I think it just meant the guy had a head that was like an a-hole. And big hit for 9 Inch Nails. A lot of them on TV lately. Yeah, what?
I've been seeing a lot of them on TV lately.
9 Inch Nails? Oh, heads like a-hole headed people. I have too. I see them all the time wherever I go. All right. Well, look. Speaking of that, let's get John Malin in here.
Yeah.
No, not speaking of a-hole people. I was going to move on, and then John popped in. Hi, John.
Let me straighten
What's up,
that up.
John? How you been, buddy?
Hey, Billy. Yeah, man, that Joy Division story, I never heard that, was completely unaware of it. It didn't sound very joyful to me.
It's not, but let me tell you something. Them Nazis.
Because you're not a Nazi.
Oh.
They did get their...
in our story, too, they get their comeuppance.
Okay.
I don't want to give too much away, but Miss Fury, because she gets, attacked herself by the Colonel, and her revenge is not going to be fun for them. It's pretty great. And Maria's like, I'll do that. I'm like, well, she's going to have to do this, and Maria's like, I'll definitely do that. So
John,
it's pretty cool.
How you feeling lately, John? You feeling pretty good, like I am lately? Do you feel like refreshed? Do you feel like, wow, things are pretty good lately?
Yeah. I mean,
it's like breath of fresh air, right?
A lot of extra energy. A lot of extra energy. It's feeling great these last couple of days. Can't put my finger on it, but yeah, man, good things are happening all over Comicsgate.
can't put my finger on it, but something's different. And it's nice. Billy's like, what the holy are you talking about? Don't worry about it, Billy.
I've been watching things. Come on, I'm on the Twitter and on the Instagram. I'm on the Twitter. I see it. I watch your show all the time. Come on, I watch every one.
We can't hide anything from Billy, John.
He can't hide.
Yeah. Look, he's a student of fun too.
It's pretty entertaining. I got to be honest with you.
It is entertaining. Now,
really is.
John, I don't know if you've seen this yet, but I'm going to show you a cartoon.
Okay.
I'm the king of cartoons from Pee-wee's Playhouse now. The king of cartoons.
Yeah.
Let the cartoon be. Now, Michael Bancroft made another animated.
Oh, nice.
He took one of my stupid belligerent rants, and he turned it into a cartoon. Now, Billy, I don't know if you've ever seen.
Oh
one
yeah,
of these.
he is brilliant. I saw the one about the masculinity.
Here comes
the rant. I was blown away by his animation. It almost looks like the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer type of. I mean, it's unbelievable. But the character designs. I know it's drawn.
Yeah.
But the way the figures are, brilliant. It's just brilliant.
Well, enjoy this. His animation's brilliant. I'm stupid. But here's that's how stupid I am. I just hit the X button on it and got rid of it. Billy, I am so sorry that I did that while you were on my show.
Well,
It takes a genius of an animator to take Ethan's gibberish and turn it into a coherent thought. It's beautiful work by Michael Bancroft.
He did good, and I'm not going to. I don't think any of us should try to take anything away from him. He did what he could with what he had, and here's what he had. This is me going off about Marvel Comics, and here we go. Comicsgate started because Marvel Comics opened the door to left-wing activists. They say, nice hobby that you have. It's a little bit sexist, don't you think? Maybe you better let us in to fix it. Bitch, it wasn't made for you. You had no business coming in here and ruining it. You killed the comic book industry, and you weak-ass fat beard cucks who let these bitches come in here and make it unhospitable. Tell the fans that they're Nazis if they don't like their characters being destroyed. And nobody wants to speak out. Going to be like, oh my goodness. Even though he is 100% absolutely right about this problem, I do not want to be attacked by cat ladies on Twitter. I'm afraid of that blue-haired land whale. I'm fucking Ahab. I'm Captain Ahab of the blue-haired land whale.
Hey, I'm in there.
This hobby means something to so many people. You be Captain Ahab too. Tell the truth. Talk about what's gone wrong. Because if you don't talk about it, and if you're afraid, then this hobby over the years will be gone for good. Now, I'm afraid the comics as we have understood them are dead. The comic book industry as we have known it is dead. But comic books are you. The comic book industry is you. If we're not going to fix this, nobody is. They're going to sit there and go, it was because of COVID. We don't know what happened. It's just suddenly comic. No, left-wing activists came in and decided to take over this industry, spit in your faces, and destroy what you loved. Wake up. That is what happened to the hobby that you cherished. What classic stories are coming out of the social justice warrior generation of comics? Nothing. We're not worried about secret identities anymore. We're worried about identity politics. Oh, we got to represent more people. Why don't you entertain people? Why don't you stop applauding yourself? 2017 Marvel Retailer Conference, some brave retailers stood up and said, I can't sell this shit. You're changing Thor into a woman. I can't sell it. Where is Bruce Banner? Who is this little Asian kid who enjoys being the Hulk? Fuck this. I can't sell it. You're killing my store. I can't sell these comics. And you know what Marvel did? Marvel made fun of them. Called them bigots. Said, we hear you. You're saying you don't like women. And it was over. It was over at that point. It was just over. The comic book industry was dead. That was it. Very sad. But that is, Billy, why do I do this?
Brilliant. You just be you, and then you have him be him, and it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Yeah. I love it. I see Yukon Cornelius's eyes when you're talking, but it looks just like you. And you know what? And you want to get to you could talk to pros all across the industry, and they'll agree with you. They know you're right.
Yeah.
There are very few that have the balls to say it.
Yeah. Because I don't care anymore.
That
All right,
was another fantastic job.
Great
Michael
job.
Bancroft. Yeah. Good
great
stuff,
job.
man.
Because I think that like he took that from about 20 hours, like worth of me, I think smearing my own fecal matter on the walls, yelling.
I don't remember
Like,
that stream.
you were there. What do you mean you don't remember? Oh, because you were medicated too directly
No, it was
afterwards.
I don't remember the fecal matter all over the wall part. That I would have remembered.
Billy.
How could you forget?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't had a drink.
Now's the time, Bill.
We've driven Billy to drink already. Billy, don't drink yet.
No,
Billy Tucci delivers new Miss Fury graphic novel
wow,
to
all right.
IndieGoGo, and he's sitting pretty right now at a beautiful almost $8,000, 120 backers. That's you guys.
Wow.
Nice.
You guys are making that happen. Thank you for all that you do, and making this possible. 120 backers. Let's make this 8,000 real quick. Somebody come make this 8,000. I'd appreciate it. John Malin, did you know that Catwoman, that bitch, who cucked Batman, literally cucked Batman, stole her costume from Miss Fury, who came first, came before Wonder Woman. Did you know that?
Female creator. They ripped off a female creator.
I was not aware. Look, to my newfound understanding, it's like a lot of the Batman stuff was being ripped off. There was a lot of crap going on back in those days.
Yeah, Bob Kane. Was a lot of Bob Kane. What a fraud.
Yeah, what he did to Bill Finger. I can get Matthew up here, and he'll tell you how he feels about Bob Kane and Bill Finger.
He will.
He hates Bob Kane, my son, my little guy.
He hates Bob
He's very
Kane.
Passionate about it too. It's awesome to watch him do it.
I don't blame him for hating Bob Kane. Bill Finger was a hero who died in poverty, while Bob Kane, a fraud, went around and claimed credit for Batman and everything associated with Batman. You didn't create Batman, you fool. It was this guy Bill Finger, the inspiration. It's basically like me and John Malin. Now, I had the idea. I said, "Hey, what about Robo Frog?" And John said, "What about like Cyber Frog?" And I said, "Yeah." And I drew I basically drew Kermit the Frog in like knight in shining armor. And I tried to, and they said, "Yeah, that's good." John said, "Why don't you just adjust a couple of things?" John did a quick pass on Cyber Frog.
I was really bright and talented for a 10-year-old.
Did a quick pass on Cyber Frog at the age of 10. Yeah.
Let me fix this for you.
Couple ideas. He had more ideas. He's like, "What about Salamandroid? Have you ever thought of Chelsin? What about the Vespis?" And I said, just write that in. And I said, "John, hey, how about if I buy these ideas off you? You're a guy. You're a smart kid."
Come up with the feet idea though, to make his feet too, with the way his feet were, which actually worked so well with the new toys.
Most of the things that the Cyber Frog is, John secretly came up with. Now I wrote John a check for $25.
Damn.
And
10-year-old.
It's he's 10. He bought all kinds of candy with it. And now that stuff is mine. Now I march around and I say, "Oh, I'm the creator of Cyber Frog," and John can't do a damn thing about it. And when John finally passes on, and is buried in a pauper's grave somewhere,
Potter's Field.
Potter's Field,
unknown, unloved, unremembered.
Yeah, there's going to be nobody. There's going to be no comeuppance for me. No Netflix documentary that puts things historically right. I will be remembered as the creator of Cyber Frog. And what can I tell you? Business is business.
Life's a bitch.
Life is a bitch. It's not fair. Who said life was fair? Life is definitely unfair to John, and very fair to me. And let's balance things.
John murdering you though anytime soon.
No, I mean maybe, but it could be for any reason. It might not be for that reason. By the way, you're up on almost $9,000 now, 132 backers as we continue to plug along. This is a very appealing.
Thank you, Ethan, for this. Thank you. It feels weird to be on, because we do our shows, a couple of times a week, and you get kind of out of practice to pick, to promote your own stuff.
Mm-hmm.
When you're doing like with our show, we want to bring creators in and talk about them and stuff, and it's pretty exciting. I got to tell you, it's fun. I remember We did it with Zombie Sama the first time last year. I don't know if you remember, Ethan. And you graciously had me on, and thank you so much. And that was a blast, man.
Well, it is a blast. Listen, it's fun when you aren't being exploited by me, like John has been. Now, John had to sell his eyebrows to pay the rent at some point.
And my body, but kind of liked it.
That's what I kind of liked it. That's just the way it goes. That's the way it goes. I think Zach's in the chat. Your boy.
I want to be right.
Hey, your boy Zach, are you in the chat?
Is he?
I don't think he is. They're all saying your boy. Ethan is delusional if he thinks he can fit into a 4XL.
Oh shit!
Is that a kind of Jeep? Because I've tried to fit into a Jeep. It didn't work too well.
Debbie put me on I did a 30 days of healthy living, and I lost like 20 pounds.
What is 30 days of healthy living? Like?
It's with her business, and it basically you cut out dairy, gluten. She could tell you what else. Like we're just bad shit. White. Wheat. I mean not wheat. White. Flour. White flour. And I feel great. And I had Wendy's, and I thought I was going to throw up the first time. I had a nice big double Wendy's sandwich and fries after eating it. I just cleansed my whole system out, and you have these little protein shakes with it too, and you eat it. I feel great. I feel like $1 million.
Guys, do not cancel Billy just because he ate Wendy's. Now, Billy, I don't know if you know this.
No, what's with Wendy?
Well, the founder of Wendy's dared to give 400. No, not Dave Thomas. He's dead. He's dead. Whoever it is now. No, not the founder. Whoever runs Wendy's gave $400,000 to this president.
No, he did not.
Yes, he did.
You know what? I'm gonna shove my finger down my throat and spit it out.
I've never wanted more. I swear to God, I want to eat Wendy's now, and I don't want any Wendy's. But
it was so good. But I haven't eaten, like I said, burgers and fries in so long. I thought I was gonna bring an Earl.
Yeah,
but it was great. Wendy's is great.
Wendy's is very good.
I do prefer though a Burger King chocolate shake far more than the Frosty. Not a big fan of the Frosty. I see someone.
I like the Frosty.
I don't mind Frosties. The Frosties are okay,
How about you, John?
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the Frosty, man.
You
chocolate
are. I'm in the minority here.
Yeah, hey, I love a McDonald's chocolate shake too. I'm not hating either way. Nice. So I'm happy to have them both.
Yeah, so eat it Wendy's. I'd like to actually support Wendy's. Wendy's and Chick-fil-A. Sketch Therapy's here. He says, I like Oreo shakes. I like them too. Moobot says cancel Billy. Frosty's rule. Don't cancel Billy. That's just his opinion.
It's terrible.
Cancel me, dox me, whatever.
Yeah, Baconator is bomb as fuck. Baconators are good, and you know what? I think what happened was there's some kind of thing going on right now where you're not allowed to have very many cows because I went there and tried to order a triple Baconator about a month ago. During COVID.
Yeah.
And they said, we don't do triple anymore. I was like, why not?
Yeah, why not?
Why wouldn't you do that for me? And they just acted like I was asking them crazy stuff. They acted like what I was asking them was unreasonable.
Yeah.
I disagree.
You
got to wave your money in their face.
Yeah. I do, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to take out I don't know, another $2 and be like, does this, you know what I mean? Does this get us anywhere? Does this get us closer to me being happy? And no,
we got to relearn how to haggle.
Yeah. You should have got 3 singles and told them to just put it all on top of one on the same damn.
That
would be giant sandwich. And you call it the EBS.
Yeah. Why wouldn't they that? What would they have said? I would have tricked those geniuses at the cashier of Wendy's.
Yes.
Yeah, but you would have paid for 3 burgers too.
That's true. He was paying for 3 burgers anyway. He had to pay for like 6 buns or whatever because there's a bun in the middle, or is it just 2 buns? No,
it's just 2 buns.
Bread, not 3. That's something else.
Yeah, you're thinking of a Big Mac.
I am thinking of a Big Mac.
I'm so hungry right now.
I know, so am I.
I'll eat later. I'll eat later. Right now, we've got first of all, we've got to praise Billy Tucci's new project.
Oh no, Billy.
No,
Sorry.
not Satan. We don't praise the devil here. That's
jump the gun. I jumped the gun.
That's on someone else's show. 94. We're about to hit 5 figures, guys. We're getting real close on the 5-figure mark, which is good because campaign's fresh and shiny and new. We want to make sure that happens.
Thank you, guys.
So let me just sum up here. Miss Fury is essentially, it is set in World War II, from what I understand. It takes place in a concentration camp, the kind that takes lovely young ladies and turns them into hookers for the SS.
Right.
And that's the premise. And Miss Fury is going to assemble a squadron full of women who don't want to be hookers, and they're going to become inglorious bitches.
There you go. And they're going to wreak havoc upon the Third Reich.
I love this idea.
Yeah, there's a lot more to it. Like Malin, man, we've got airships because it starts in New York City with a German commando attack on the Empire State Building.
Oh, nice, yeah.
And she's in the middle of it. And there's airships, and there's the
blimps,
skyrockets. Yeah. The planes, the skyrockets from Black Hawks. You got skyrockets in it. You got P-47s. You got Avengers, big air battles. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Sounds fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Earlier, I heard you say that this
it scared the crap out of me.
Hello, Mrs. Tucci.
Do you know John, honey?
I don't know John.
Hello. Hello.
How are you guys?
Hi, Debbie. How are you? Sorry, I didn't see you because I only had the screen up. But it's great to see you.
A little scamp, like a little Polish ninja.
Debbie, you whipped your fat pig of a husband into shape in 30 days.
They noticed that.
I have to say, I'm glad he's joined Healthy Slim, the active lifestyle that I've enjoyed for so long. Debbie, any tips that you might have that would here's what I want to do. Okay.
Billy's dropping the weight, we're picking it up.
That's right. So what can you give me diet tips to lose weight?
Send him the whole thing.
I don't know what Billy told you and what he didn't, but now
he told us everything, Debbie. Your secrets are out.
My whole life, my whole adult life anyway, or my whole married life, I've always supported Billy's passion. So a few years ago, I decided it was time to support my own too. And I have a health and wellness franchise with a company called Arbonne. And they have just very clean product, and they have what they call a 30 Days to Healthy Living program, which is really, it's not a diet at all. It's more about resetting your entire body. You reset your digestive tract, you balance your pH, you reduce all your toxins, and health kind of follows. And you don't realize until you do this program how much that we eat because we're addicted to it and we don't realize it. So I can send anybody, you, John, whoever would be interested in learning more about it, I can send you all free product. And you could try it out and we could talk. And what is wonderful about Arbonne is that everything they do, whether it's skincare or makeup or nutrition, is all something that we personalize to you and your lifestyle. What?
Nothing, Dory. It's funny.
Sorry, Commander.
It's funny.
So.
No, but I feel great. I got so much energy, right? I mean, holy shit.
He on the verge of too much energy. I'm scared.
I'm like a 22-year-old John, if you know what I mean.
Nice, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I've been working on a diet too. It's a cocaine diet. I'm gonna see how that works out. If that fails me, I'll come around your way.
But I had told we had Wendy's today, and we all love Wendy's. But Wendy's didn't love me today, did it? After
nope, not at all.
I think I lost 5 pounds after that one too.
Okay, so very good. Debbie, I would like to do the 30-day diet, but 30 days to what is it called?
It's you just
30 days to healthy living. You're resetting your system.
It seems like it takes too long. That's the only thing. Like, can we cut it down to like half an hour?
Well, there is a miniature program too that you could try, but you get the best results obviously from doing it for 30 days. And then afterwards, either way, you then start to reintroduce things back in that you loved or thought you loved and see how your body reacts to it. Kind of like what happened with Wendy's today. Yesterday was 30 days. Today's 31. Billy went to Wendy's. Billy won't be going back to Wendy's ever again.
No, not ever again. I'm sure I will.
Well, maybe
I
you'll
love
have
Wendy's.
a salad
Oh my
next
God.
time.
Yeah, I hate that when they say, like, women all do this. They go, "Why don't you go to Wendy's and get a salad?" I'm like, why would I do that? Like, that's
frozen.
they don't make good salads there.
Frozen. It's like it's crap. No.
Anyway, it's junk
But-
food. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
It's okay.
You make me a quarantini.
Yes,
Quarantini.
I will make you a quarantine.
Thank you. Quarantini. It's emergency vodka and salsa.
I actually came up here because we have a leak downstairs.
Where?
The entire bay window.
Oh, okay. We have a leak in our
I
basement. Well, thank God
contained it.
John is here.
I contained
I
it.
told you guys. I said this was
All
going to
right.
happen. They got
right.
that
I
tornado.
will take care of it. No, we had our house completely restored. We have 5 years ago, and over the kitchen though, for some reason, the roof leaks.
6 years ago.
That's weird.
Whatever, and it costs us a lot of friggin' money. So
Yeah, I
we'll have to
completely understand.
John, we have
I
a
have
guy.
towels down and all that, but whenever the window guy comes, we have to include
All right, get a
that in.
bucket.
Yeah, no, it's
Get a bucket.
too wide for a bucket.
Get a pasta bucket then.
It's too wide for that too.
Well,
We
then
would need a bathtub, honey.
we'll go get the tub.
I'm sorry, I disturbed you guys.
Terrifying. There's awful stuff happening in the Tucci household. They're going to be drowned.
They almost get hit with a tornado. They had tornadoes by Ethan's
Well,
house.
What if that leak isn't from natural means? What if it's supernatural?
Oh
We can
my
do
God.
that.
They didn't-
the thunder and the lightning led us to believe that.
But John, my house
and
is
the rain outside led us to believe that it was from natural.
our
Yeah.
house is haunted though. It totally
Possession.
is. So
It's haunted. It's not haunted. It has nice spirits.
yeah.
That
So I think it's my
disturb
brother
us every
yeah.
now and then.
yeah, who joins in the fun.
I don't think your house is haunted, Debbie.
Oh,
I don't think it is.
Said it's an old house. It's an old.
I'm
it's all-
skeptical of it.
Maybe Ethan, if we may take
That's-
over this, give
That's a
him
whole nother show.
yeah. But give him an example. Give him an example. One example.
This is my skeptic's face.
Okay.
See?
So, right before Billy and I got married, when we still had the office in the next town over, we were having a business discussion late on a Saturday night. And I don't remember what we were talking about, but he decided he had to go back to the office to get something, whatever it was we were talking about. I don't remember what it was. Anyway, so he leaves, and it's me and the dog on the sofa watching TV. And it's all of a sudden this monumentous crash happens.
Crash!
It sounds like
It scared me.
somebody
Thank you.
walked over to a good old fashioned china cabinet and pushed it over.
Dishes and
Like,
all.
It was thunderous, is all I can
And the
say.
house shook.
The house shook. You weren't there.
I wasn't there.
The dog goes flying, and I go running into the kitchen fully because that's where it sounded.
Wait, the dog went flying?
Well, she jumped off
She went
off the
flying.
couch.
Oh, I thought it started levitating. I was like, damn, this is a lot going on.
So, I come running into the kitchen expecting to see that a cabinet has been ripped from the wall and is standing in the middle of the kitchen, and there's nothing there. So then I start looking for broken windows. So I go through all the windows in the house, and there's nothing broken. So then I'm thinking, oh wait, we hung those Norman Rockwell plates last week. Maybe we didn't hang them enough, and they all fell at the same time. So I go to where we hung the plates, and they're all there. And I'm just sitting there, just totally befuddled as to, I know I heard this noise. I know the dog heard it. Where the heck did it come from? And Billy comes back in and says, what's the matter with you? You look like you saw a ghost. And I said, I definitely didn't see one, but I might have heard one.
And she explains it.
So he tells me, so I tell him what happened. And he said, oh, it happened again. And I just went, again? You neglected to tell me this happened.
Yeah, I said, oh,
before.
it happened again, and it happened on Christmas Eve. My whole family.
So a month beforehand, Christmas Eve, his entire family is at the house, and that's a big family. There are people in the kitchen, there are people in the den, there are people upstairs in the bedroom, there are people in the dining room setting stuff up. And this crash happens, but depending on where you were in the house, it sounded like it came from a different spot. So everybody in the house converges at the bottom of the stairs and starts pointing fingers. What did you do? What did I do? What did you do? And no.
And we went through the whole house. Nothing broke.
So that's just one.
That's just one.
Well, two
of
that are
many.
one thing.
Right.
I feel like this is a prolonged practical joke that Billy sets up for house
No,
guests.
no, that's no.
He's got a speaker. It's got a lot of bass on it.
I've got the ghost on the string with the balloon.
This is 21 years ago. There was no Bluetooth speaker stuff then.
There's got to be a rational explanation for this. I believe in the laws of the universe. I don't, you know. What is it? What could it be?
I don't know.
I had the same conversation with Andrea. Andrea swears she bumped into a ghost one time, you know.
I saw it.
That was me.
How do you bump into a ghost?
In the dark, you know.
You can't touch them. They go right through them.
That's what I thought too. But she says, no, I bumped into something. And then she says something flew off her dresser one time.
See, it happens.
Yeah, we have a lot of stuff that disappears and then reappears. And we, I did see something.
And Niall Scala saw someone in our house, somebody in our house too. There's a lot of stories like that. That's a Halloween show.
Yay, that'll be fun.
All right, can you make my quarantini? I deserve.
I'm gonna go make my husband a quarantini.
Big one.
Big one.
Thank you.
How can you let her walk around in a house full of demons?
They're not
your wife.
No, it's. I think. Well, my brother was killed by a drunk driver when he was 17 years old, and we think it's him because it's like a friendly ghost.
He doesn't sound friendly. He's knocking stuff over, Billy.
Well, but it's a joke. But you don't. Nothing breaks. It just sounds like stuff's being knocked over.
All right.
All right.
I'm saying I don't think it's that. I'm saying I think it's a demon. Pretty sure. And you know, you guys
should talk about that now, but not when she's here.
Okay. I think it's a demon.
It's a demon.
Yeah, I think it's.
Yeah, it's all the standard markings of demon.
There is a demon in my house. She just left. But she's going to come back up with a drink for me.
I would like a drink too, but I'm not drinking tonight. We've got very serious business.
All right, let's get to it.
All right, let's get to it right now. Let's talk about this auction that Gail started. Jim Lee, Joe Quesada, and Cyberfrog added to Comics Writers Challenge.
Oh, cool.
How do you like that?
Yeah.
Yes. And by the way, Rich Johnson, yesterday, Bleeding Cool reported on the call from Gail Simone for comic book writers to offer up a sacrifice. Can you believe this? Pagan sacrifices now.
I believe it. I believe it.
I don't want them to sacrifice animals to what? Black Lives Matter? It's ridiculous, but that's what they're doing. Pagan sacrifices. Now, Tim Seeley has this Cyberfrog cover. This is an old unprinted Cyberfrog cover from 1997. And he's offering this much to the... And by the way, all of the SJWs, I looked at the thread. They're all like, how much is it so I can wipe myself with it? Bitch, you guys don't have any money. None of you people have any money. Give me a break. So anyway, I'm bidding on this, and a couple other comic skaters are kind of bidding on it too. We'll get this cover. We'll rescue it from these weirdos.
Your signature looks rather large on there. Is that just an angle?
It might be an angle, but it is rather large because I think I wanted the colorist to sign under it. And I really don't know. This cover never saw print, though it was colored. Somebody did color it because I have the color version of this.
How did it leave your possession? How is it not in the EVS collection?
Well, almost nothing is. Like, I'm starting to collect my own work again. But I mean, this in particular, this was a prize in the comic book itself. Like, if you create a character the best character, Cyberfrog will kill your character and you win a piece of cover art. And it was young Tim Seeley who created this white birdie man. And Cyberfrog was going to whip his white birdie ass. But we never got to it because it was like the contest happened in like one of the last issues of Cyberfrog. But I still honored the deal and I gave him his piece of cover art, which now he's selling to support Black Lives Matter. I mean, it's just like... So we have to, how do we feel about this? Yeah. Pwned, I guess, is what you would say. All right. So that's this. That's what is going on right now. I think it's sad, but I think it's also kind of funny. It just kind of goes to show, that video that Michael Bancroft made. These guys let these radicals in.
Yeah.
And Billy, you don't have to say anything. This is going to be kind of aggressive here.
I'm coming in late on this, so I'm very interested in hearing it.
Well, we've got Black Lives Matter, we've got Antifa out there literally burning down comic book stores, and we've had account after account of stores going, I guess I support this, but my entire life is on fire right now. But go, what the fuck?
Yeah, I had a buddy of mine, New York City cop buddy of mine. I talked to him today, just telling me what it's like, and it's terrible. They feel so empowered because the police have been emasculated by orders from the mayor.
It's a nightmare, but see, this is just a microcosm of the larger issue that I was talking about in that video, where it's like you've got we had this nice little thing called the comic book industry. It was mostly for men, and we were enjoying it. Billy, you remember the 90s?
Yeah,
it was fun. It was definitely for guys. Some girls liked it.
It was a regular Joy Division.
That's right. And thank you, John. And then some radicals came in and just said, this isn't right. This is sexist. This is racist. That should be more inclusive and diverse. And they came in and basically everybody kind of went, it should. Who are you? Like, who are you people? Doesn't matter. We're just trying to make the industry bigger. They came into it and they ruined it. And they did it with our support. I mean, we allowed it. We cucked ourselves. We allowed ourselves to be cucked. This comic book industry was destroyed by these radicals. And the same thing is basically happening here, where literally, literally, you're watching it happen. These people are setting fire to comic book stores. And you've got Gail Simone, who, by the way, and Billy, don't worry about it. I'm not speaking for Billy. I'm speaking for me and John and everyone in the chat. But Gail Simone is the leader of the people, of the feminists. Not of Antifa. I mean, I'm talking about okay. So Gail started the Women in Refrigerators thing, which basically opened the doors for all of these feminists to come in and basically make changes. She was the entry point for all of this to happen. And here she is starting this charity, and pressuring people to donate artwork to it so that she can funnel that money right into the hands of the organization that's setting fire to what remains of comic book stores.
Yeah. Well, SJWs and Antifa have always been tightly connected. They like each other.
Of course. Because
well, I think Antifa is totally is a terrorist organization. Absolutely, they are.
But they're called anti-fascist, aren't they?
Is there BlackLivesMatter.org? Is there an organization? Who gets paid? I thought it was just a movement. I thought it was a
grassroots movement of people. It isn't. Apparently, there is money. You can send them money. And, in return for that, they will throw bricks through your window when you're cheering them on. Did you see that video? The guys, kids are by the window, going, yay, go, guys.
Oh, yeah.
And they throw bricks right through the window. And they're like, we're on your side. What? That's literally what's happening here. And, it's so this piece of Cyberfrog art is basically going to be sold in order to fund these cucks and their further demise. I mean, what's left? It's the comic book industry. Will it get back on its feet again? Steve Geppe's trying. He's like, we're going to be better, bigger than ever. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think so. Not when these people are encouraging.
And it's
supporting rioters.
Yeah, they are.
People
they are rioters. Of course, there are. Like I said, my buddies are cops, and my buddy, I talked to him today in the city, and there's no. They're not worried about the peaceful protesting. Everyone's for peaceful protesting. These are people that are rioting, and they're destroying property, and they're destroying neighborhoods, and you have the police are being
they're killing people.
Handcuffed.
People are dying out there.
Yeah. By the liberal mayors, these extremists that are in these cities, and then they blame the president. How the hell is that the president's fault? I mean, so you have in our governor here in New York State saying that the National Guard. Now a great number of the National Guard are military police units. So they're used to policing. They're used to this. They're used to doing things. So they are trained for things like this. But he has 12,000 of them standing by, and as they're burning down New York City, he says they're a last resort. They're not to be sent in until things get really bad. How much worse is it when people are getting the shit kicked out of them, and they're people are getting shot. These poor people are getting shot and beaten for trying to protect their property. And
I say beanbag guns to the balls.
And if I may, and the cities, though, I don't know if the city's going to ever recover from this. It's going to take a quarter century for the cities to recover from this, because if anything COVID-19 did, and John, tell me if you disagree, is that it showed that people can go to work but not have to go to an office. And these corporations are seeing this. They're like, why should I spend all this rental space in the city paying these exorbitant amount of taxes when all my workers can work at home? That, and then what they're doing in the city and destroying it. Who the hell wants to go to the cities? You don't have.
I agree.
Which sucks around Christmas time, because we all like to look at the big giant tree and all, but go to your own town. Go to your local town, to your hometown, and support small businesses. Support small town America.
I would say this. Cheers, Billy. I would say this to Tim Seeley and to all those clowns who are donating to this. First of all, what I would say to Tim Seeley personally is, pal, save your money. You cannot be donating what looks like it's going to be maybe several thousands of dollars to a radical charity when you're going to be out of work very soon. That's right around the corner. The second thing I would like to say is, those of you who are saying Black Lives Matter, I agree. Why not take this money and donate it to some kind of college fund for young Black kids who would like to go to school and can't afford it? There are several worthy charities that would actually help the problem. Get kids out of the ghetto, get kids out of their circumstances, and educate them and give them a real opportunity. Instead,
they'd rather put them out there where they can be shot.
That's right.
Well, let me tell you what I think it is, and what hurts me, and it is hurtful, is that you took this moment in American history with that man and what they did to him, those officers, and literally how they killed him, and the Antifa and whatever the other anarchists and all these people coming in, is that we could now have an opportunity. Look at how horrible this is, and have a real honest conversation about it, and how to solve it, how to make this stuff stop, this racism, all this stuff. No, they had to hijack it for their own means. They literally hijacked this watershed moment that was so important, that could have started a healing and could have really addressed this major problem in America. No, they have to make it their own thing, their anarchist thing, and attack on, and to burn churches and things like that, and to destroy property and all. And they're so selfish. Like I said, the Antifa, the people like that, whatever other radical organizations are doing it. And it's just infuriating. And people should be infuriated, because that's not what this man would have wanted. You know what I mean? Those cops will get their justice served. You don't do that. When you're a police officer, your number one job is to protect the citizens. And just like the Minneapolis Police Department too, when that police chief pulled his men out of there because he said the lives of my men or my police officer's well-being is in danger. A police officer's first thing is to throw himself, and they all take an oath to that. And you talk to any gumshoe cop, any cop, they'll tell you that they take an oath and a pledge to protect the citizenry. Those cops want to be there to help those people, because they're burning those neighborhoods and stuff like that, and beating people and killing people and things like that. It's crazy. It really is. And you know what? A time's going to come when the people that keep pushing people, you keep pushing people, and then they're going to push back against Antifa and stuff, and it's not going to be pretty for them.
Well, it's a very organized look. Here's the thing, like pallets of bricks and cinder blocks keep showing up in interesting places.
Indeed.
And this is very well organized. This is not just college kids. These are kids that are being manipulated by some, political force. I went to, I've seen some creepy shit. I went to see Obama speak one time, in
Boston.
In Boston, remember?
When I was there, yeah, you were like, I'm going to see the president.
I had to pretend to be a Democrat to get in there. It was great.
I remember we went in there early, you and I. Remember we went into the floor before they set it up. It was like right below the convention.
Yeah.
I had like 2 commissions I had to finish, and then you just disappeared. Like, I'm going.
I'm going to see the president. It was a chance to see. All I had to do was lie and say I was
the president is. It's pretty great.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun.
The United States. That's pretty cool.
But, in order to get in there were all these creepy people I'm telling you, like, I mean, spooky, like wearing T-shirts that had fists on them, and bizarre, like organizers. Everything was organized. Like, the community organizer meme was going around. Everything's organized. This is organized too. It's an attempt to get political power. It's really ugly. It's a shame because ultimately, it is the comic book industry is on wobbly legs right now. This is, beyond all of the let's forget about the bigger politics. Let's look at like just the comic book industry. The comic book industry is on wobbly legs. If we are going to come out of COVID-19 and still have an industry, we have to be careful that comic book stores are able to reopen their doors and start accepting product again. And these people are burning comic book stores down. And by the way, one guy said, I don't think my insurance is going to cover this shit. They actually kicked my window open, sprayed accelerant into it, and then lit my comic book store and all the comics in it on fire. And by the way, Gail, shame on you.
Yeah.
Just shame on you. You're the one leading this. Shame on you. I don't care how badly, you guys, I don't care. I don't care about the division between you and this president or whatever it is.
We don't care about your Joy Division, Gail.
This is a terrible thing to be doing. So that is my stand. I take a stand on this and I say, fuck these activists. I do. Now, if you don't take a stand, maybe there's a more sensible way, John. Sorry. Batman White Knight creator Sean Gordon Murphy gets dragged on Twitter for calling an end to looting.
Are you kidding me?
Get ready. This is I mean, look. All right. DC Comics and Batman White Knight creator Sean Gordon Murphy is being dragged on Twitter after calling for an end to looting after nearly a week of rioting in multiple cities across the United States following the death of George Floyd. Murphy, by the way, don't post things on Twitter. But okay, let me just check on it real quick here. Miss Fury by Billy Tucci. Doing great right now. 12,000. No, okay, 11,000.
Oh, hey.
Okay. 11,153, 150 backers. Let's keep it going, guys.
Yeah.
Great to see this happen.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. And I didn't even send out my IndieGoGo update yet because we were working on the press release right up to the moment before we launched, and I didn't get a chance to share it. So it's you guys out there, and thank you all. So I'm loving these super chats that are popping up. I want to address some of them. Someone mentioned about the Weather Underground and stuff, and I'm like, oh, I can talk about that.
We'll get to them. Let's go through the Sean Gordon Murphy article.
Yeah, I apologize.
And then we'll do super chats, and we'll answer super chats. And thank you guys for sending them. I mean, it's quite a pleasure tonight having both Billy Tucci and John Malin on my show. Thank you guys. Murphy posted to Twitter, I want equality. I want more good cops. And I want bad cops to be held accountable when they break the law. He added, I want people to be allowed to protest peacefully. Murphy then concluded, writing, and I want the looting to end. The solution to these problems isn't more crime. So here we go. Yeah, well, I mean, look, Billy, he took a very radical stance here. He said, I want good things. I don't want bad things. We need more good things. We need less bad things. And that's the limb. Sean Gordon Murphy went out on a limb with this tweet. And I applaud him for that. In response to this statement, Murphy was dragged on Twitter. Former Telltale Games cinematic artist Jane Kim, who? Responded to Murphy's statement, writing, she said, this has got to be the least punk shit you've ever said. Come on. A man got murdered by cops after decades of unwarranted imprisonment and murders of black community by police and government. But looting and vandalism is what you're worried about?
Oh, my God.
Please reflect on your words. Can you picture, like, reflecting on your words? Like, that's what I would do. I would go sit I would go sit outside, on my porch, and I would just rub my chin and look at the sunset and reflect on my words.
Like Doug TenNapel when he did that video. Remember? He was rocking in his porch, reflecting on his words.
Yeah. I got to think. Let's see. I asked for I asked for more good things and less bad things. But really, I probably should have encouraged more bad things because I never looked at it that way before. Thank you, Jane Kim, you lunatic. Here's Seth Adams says, I think you meant to type Black Lives Matter. I get it. Confusing times. This is, I mean, this is diabolical.
Nobody cares. Who are you? And that's, you got to say, who are you?
I've heard of Seth Adams.
Like, that's why I love, I mean, I don't know. You hear me speak, like I said, Ethan, we have conversations. You can hear me, and it's the same conversations we have with so many of our other friends. And that's why we deal with the work. Let me talk about the work, talk about the books, because these things like this just infuriate you. And nobody knows who these people are. Nobody should care who these people are. They're not important.
But they're his friends. They're Sean Gordon Murphy's friends.
Because I know Sean Gordon Murphy, and I hung out with him in October. And I got to tell you, people like that, like this dude over here, I guarantee that what he types on Twitter, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Keyboard John Gotti, he would never say to his face.
Well, I agree with you. I think that's right. But this is diabolical because this whole like Black Lives Matter in all caps, that means that's the group. That's the activist group that's setting things on fire right now. But the
thing is, when you pay, like, who are they? Is it an organization? Is it like, do they have a .org? Like I said, who do you want to give this money to? If there are people making money, is there a leadership? I didn't think it was a leadership. I thought it was an organic thing. I thought it was just something like a movement, which is great. God bless them. But
I don't think it's
who are you going
great.
to give money to? You know what I mean? It's like when we give money to these countries, you know what I mean? And you give money to Bulgaria, and the people get nothing out of it. When we send $100 billion or something.
This is a funded activist group.
Yeah, Soros. I agree. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is the thing. I think you meant to type Black Lives Matter with all caps. No, I mean lower letters. Yes. Uppercase letters, meaning the organization. No, absolutely not. Fuck that. He would look at this. Seth Adams says, click here to get a refund and contribute to Black Lives Matter. He's demanding that people refund. Sean Gordon Murphy's the plot holes.
Who's kicking ass on it.
He's doing all right. Well, let's look at it.
Could be doing better. Could be doing better.
Yeah, he's doing. It's slowed down a little bit. Sean Gordon Murphy came out.
A lot of bits. It's been stuck in like the 50-60 range for a while. It should not be.
Yeah, Cyberfrog is too, though. Let me look here real quick.
I feel emasculated right now because we're at we're at 174, I think, almost, and which is great though, because our first one, Zombie Sama, we did 74,000, and my secret goal to myself was to see if I can make $100,000 more than that.
Yeah. Well, Sean Gordon Murphy is coming off of a hot run on Batman. He was expecting to be pulling in, if I recall, $500,000 on this thing.
Well,
so yeah, by those standards, he's not doing very well, Billy.
No, he's making more money than he would doing Batman, right?
Absolutely true. Yeah. Absolutely true. And I'm making more money than he would doing Batman. So we're both happy. Seth Adams says,
"Capitalism great."
I love it. He says, click here to get a refund. So Seth Adams is actually encouraging people as if any social justice warriors. Seth, none of your people can afford, none of the people you're talking to backed Sean Gordon Murphy. None of them did.
No.
You know who did? We did.
He didn't. I guarantee he didn't.
Of course not.
So here's the thing. I remember you said this, and it drives me nuts. And you said this, I don't know, a year ago or so, about when did we become a nation of tattletales? Do you see that? This beta mentality, this beta bitch mentality of these men. Oh, look at that. Well, since you didn't like what Sean Gordon Murphy said about this, like, let's stop burning the cities and killing people and beating people. You know what I mean? You could refer to hey, everybody, do this. How did we become this nation of men tattletaling? And like I said, I'm a big fan of the World War II generation. And I know that my friends who've passed, and some of them we've met, Ethan, you and I and Hunter, with my friend Don Burgett.
I'll never forget it.
Trooper, we had such a great day with him. He'd be turning over in his grave to see a guy like this dude over here, Mr. Adams, the affable Mr. Adams here, talking about that.
Well, Billy, it goes back to what I said. You remember when I said women invaded the comic book industry and these weak men rolled over for them and allowed them to do that? Now, women represent mommy to these boys. And that's what you do. You tattle the mommy, don't you?
Yeah.
Who are they tattling to? They're tattling to the leaders of this SJW community who are all radical feminists.
Yeah.
And saying
they love violence. The SJWs love violence. They love bricks. They love breaking windows. If they can get other people, especially POC, to do their dirty work for them, they'll do it in a heartbeat. They just want violence. They're terrible human beings. And that's what Seth Adams wants. Seth Adams wants a declaration of righteous violence from Sean Gordon Murphy. That's what it is when he's saying Black Lives Matter. He wants a declaration of righteous violence that you support it. And I don't.
And who, I don't want to give this idiot any more time, but I'm trying to wonder, who is this Seth Adams? And then I'm looking at the one below it. Stephanie Cook, Batman writer and artist Sean Gordon Murphy, and his working relationship with Blake Northcott.
Yeah.
And who is Stephanie Cook to? Who are you to demand something of another human being? Are we living in a fiefdom? Is she Princess Stephanie Cook?
I can't wait until you just come out and say, you know what, fuck it, I'm Comicsgate.
How dare they? I mean,
all right, look at this. Game designer Chris Kindred described Murphy's statement as, quote, high school level take there, man. High school level take there, man. Magic the Gathering artist Ryan Panko simply wrote, bad take. How is that a bad take?
Is bad take like not a good look? Is that the same thing?
Yeah, it's like, look, JP Jordan says coward. Well, you know what? Honestly, here's the thing. I kind of agree because
I'd love to see JP Jordan call Sean Gordon Murphy a coward to his face.
No, I mean, you can look at him and you can.
That's what I'd like to see. Oh, yeah.
Why do they all look like this?
You tell Sean Murphy, call him a coward to his face.
This could be Joe Glass. This could be any one of them. Look at this. This whole. All right, Billy.
He might have a big hump on his back, so he might not be able to stand up straight.
This whole thing. It's like, I'm sexually harmless. I'm friendly.
That's who what's his face said.
Aren't I cute?
Ted Bundy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That was Bundy's line.
They're all predators, all these guys.
Oh my God. You're blind.
I'm sure JP Jordan is out there in the streets fighting the good fight. He would not dare call someone a coward unless he's out there throwing some bricks himself.
I wouldn't be surprised if he was, though. I mean, that's the whole thing. I wouldn't be surprised if he was wearing a mask, surrounded by 1,000 other people just like him, throwing bricks at people while he could.
I hope he is when he's calling someone else a coward.
Oh my God. What's his name? Let me check him out. I don't care about him. He's not even worth me. He's not worth my time.
He says, coward, people goddamn being murdered. Hold on, I got to change my voice for this one. Coward, people goddamn being murdered by cops. People taking to the streets to try to fight for a world where they can leave their house without worrying about whether or not they're going to make it home alive that night. And you want to go, but the looting, though.
So wait a minute, is he talking about a real problem that there is a problem, and I feel this way, that there is a systematic racism in the inner cities and stuff like that. And there are going to be bad cops and there are going to be good cops, just like there are bad soldiers and there are good soldiers. I was a soldier. Right. You know what I mean? That's the way it is. There are good politicians, there are bad politicians. There are good lawyers, there are bad lawyers. There are good plumbers, there are bad plumbers. Good plumbers use copper. It costs money because it saves money.
It sure does.
But anyway, but the point is so is he saying this, talking about people that they can leave their house without worrying about whether or not they'll make it home? Is he talking about the people living in our cities right now?
See, that's the hypocrisy of it all, right? That is
the hypocrisy.
You're making it worse. You're making it 20,000 times worse by supporting this. This is ridiculous.
But it's their neighborhood. It's not his neighborhood.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
It's not his neighborhood. And John, let me tell you something. I look at his face right there and I see his thing. And this kid right here never had the guts to stand up for himself his whole life. But now he becomes everything he hates. right? Everything that he espouses to be against, now he becomes that bully. Now he's addressing one of the most successful comic book creators in the past 25 years. Who the hell are you? And then Rich, who, and I know you guys don't like Rich, and I had him on the show. We had a big much ado about Crazy, which I was not totally prepared for, and he went off the rails. I went off the rails. We had it was a crazy show. But that, why would he even post this? But that's my own thing with Rich.
Because well, it isn't. No. This is being bounding into comics. This
I'm
is
sorry. I apologize.
This guy is bounding into comics. They're pointing out that you can't make a reasonable statement to social justice warriors in comics without having your head caved in by them, and that's what they're saying here. We have Hernan Garderis, who is a former Marvel editorial intern. That is gibberish to me. He says, bro, you don't understand what's happening. Police are instigating violence and setting up peaceful protesters to fail. Tell the cops not to show up armed with riot gear. Their very presence is about escalation, not de-escalation. Reflect on what's happening and your thought. This guy sucked in some propaganda, didn't he?
All right, let me tell you something about this guy, Hermaine. Ethan, do you remember when you and I were at the Phoenix Comic-Con? Do you remember our friend Mark, the lieutenant, the police officer?
Yes.
Who actually stopped the murder of the Green Power Ranger and this nut shooting up the Phoenix Comic-Con? There are photos, and I think it's in like the Washington Post, of Mark walking out and confronting one of the lead rioters or whatever and hugging him and diffusing the entire situation. Let me tell you, these police are not inciting violence. The police officers know what these guys did. Like I was saying before, John, there are bad apples and everything, and you weed them out, and those guys will get their justice. They'll get their comeuppance. And the other assholes, the two other assholes that were behind him, holding this poor man down. This is fenceless man. Whether he's a perp or he's on drugs or whatever, you don't have three men sitting on a man and pushing the air out of his lungs and killing him. Sorry, it's wrong. And they're going to get their just rewards. They will, justice will be served. So a jerk off like that saying that, I'm sorry, like I said, I'm just infuriated about the whole thing. You got me going.
All right,
they want instant justice is what they want. They want mob justice. That's what it is. They want what used to be called, and look, they used to call these things lynchings. That's what they want. They want a regular old-fashioned lynching going on here. And I thought we were against lynchings. Let's let the wheels of justice turn. And this guy's going to go away. Like, that's just the way it is. But that's not what people want. They want instant gratification.
So do I. Here we have Hannibal Taboo, who says, this is the most tortured metaphor I've ever heard in my life. Trying to say something deep. He says, if I could catalog all the things you don't understand by making this flawed, uninformed statement, I could make a printout to fill the graves of all the people your empty sentiments don't help. Shut up. I echo these last two words. Shut up. What does that mean? Okay, very good. Dark Horse's LaGuardia artist, Tana Ford. I don't know who any of these people are. Says, way to absolutely miss the point. What a waste. Zach Thompson says, how about supporting Black Lives Matter? It seems to be a pretty big hole in your statement. Look at this, Pierce. This is Newsarama writer, Pierce Leiden. No. There are no good cops, Sean. There
are you no serious?
That's what he said. Hold on. Am I blocked by this clown? At least I'm not blocked.
They, them.
They, them.
Groovy for him. Groovy for him. If he wants to be they, them, who cares? But that statement, there are no good cops. I can tell you about my friends that have gotten the shit kicked out of them to help people and stuff like that. And my buddies that were 9/11 and all. Yeah, how dare you?
There are no good cops.
That little bitch will be the first one on the phone when rioters show up to his fucking door saying,
Absolutely.
Save me.
Absolutely.
These fucking guys.
Image Comics. By the way, can I just tell you, all of these like obscure SJWs in the comic book industry coming out to take a shot at Sean because everybody else is doing it. I'm so glad I don't work around these people anymore. I can't tell you how liberating it is to not have to give a shit about any of these people, their opinions, what they think, or what they say. It is wonderful. This guy, Image Comics' former director of marketing and the creator of Monument, Mark Haven Britt, declared, "I no longer buy your books. Delete your account and rethink your life."
You know, you got to just stay with it.
This guy, Kate Thor Jensen, I've fucked this guy up on Twitter a few times. He says, "More cops doesn't work, Sean. Police is absolutely a failed concept." All right, let's do this. Police are America's largest organized criminal enterprise mega threat.
Well, yeah, but don't these people want bigger government? Don't they want more government?
This is the government, you assholes.
This is what you want. You want more government. This is what you...
They want more government until it's like tear gassing them. All right, well, you know.
Malin, am I insane?
No, these guys are completely insane. They're ridiculous.
Absolutely incredible.
All right, you said there was a lot of news. Can we move on to something else? Because this is
no, we're going to keep going. We're going to keep going until the end of this article. Pure Drudgery says, "I can hear the cancel warriors approaching." This guy's a good guy. "I can hear the cancel warriors approaching. Be brave and good luck." Here we have more comic skaters. "Let's see how long it takes for your peers to throw you under the bus before you're not posting the way you are, because you're not posting the way they are. I'm a huge fan of you and your work. I'm extremely happy you made this post. I'm just taking a screenshot to see how long it stays up, just in case." Red Geist, "Thank you, Sean. Couldn't agree more." Mike Smith says, "Amen. Just for the record, all lives matter." Chad A says, "I applaud you for taking such a courageous and dangerous stance against everyone else that is condoning the violence and crime." The Doctor, Science Jesus, says, "Rock on, dude." Well said, says the Sorcerer. And here we go. Following Murphy's original tweet, he announced that he would be auctioning off. Of course. Yes. He cucked immediately. Sean, no. He's auctioning off Batman pages for Black Lives Matter. Of course he is. Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, but it also comes to a point that, you know, like I said, I feel, like I said, there are problems, and it depends who's it going to. That's what I'm curious about. If there is a good organization, or, you know, that's something that's verified and all that will help.
It's called college.
Like
well, there are a lot.
College funds.
Yeah, I think a college fund is wonderful. I really do.
It's not these groups, these activist groups that are likely going out there and condoning or a part of these violent fucking actions. Yeah. These are not the people you want to be fucking rewarding.
I can't even believe this. I can't believe it.
Then again, I feel, and tell me if you disagree, but perhaps, I don't know, because I'm coming in new on this, there is a real organization to help that. I don't know. You know,
there are a lot of charities
giving their money to. I don't know what anyone's giving their money to, so I don't know. Some kind of coming in and just going half cock on this, and I apologize, but you know, it's good. I love helping. I love the whole thing. I love the idea of people coming together, citizens to that believe in what they do, even if I disagree with them. I do. I like that they make that stand. I do. You got to respect someone that makes that stand. These other fucking bitches that were doing the other stuff earlier on, you know what I mean, is attacking him. But maybe there is a good organization. Maybe that Gail did set something up, right? I mean, I don't know. Don't hate me for it. I'm just trying to, you know what I mean? Maybe it is something right.
No, it isn't right. He got bullied into into donating. Like he said, a completely rational, in fact, rather cowardly and obvious statement of lukewarmness. Like he didn't come out against Black Lives Matter or for them. He just said, "I want law and order." Then he got his ass kicked by people who aren't even in the industry. They don't even. These people are not fit to tie or to shine his shoes. And then Sean Gordon Murphy immediately cucks. He does, and he puts up he's
proceeds going to the organization that is likely going to use that to help fund the violence that Sean Gordon Murphy stands against. That's what's
going on.
Wow.
Fucking moron.
Wow.
You're a moron, Sean.
Sean, I'm really tired. And by the way, like, Yeah, it's like, do they appreciate it? Kind of a crappy page. Lucky if you get a few hundred for it.
Holy shit! Kind of a crappy page.
I mean, this is you don't get.
Yeah, but see, that's why these people don't matter to me. Like with Val, you know what I mean? There's only one Val, and it's Val Kilmer, and he's fucking awesome. You know what I mean? So who's this Val person? And that's why I don't engage with them, because I'd be like, "Who are you?" And engage. Remember, I told you, Ethan, like, well, you destroy people. I love your scorched earth. You're like the Marines in the Pacific. There's just no quarter. You know what I mean? You're great. Me, I'm like, I'll ignore it, but you go right after them. And
you got it, dude. You got it. It doesn't matter.
I know.
The consequences will fall where they may. Stand up and be honest and take these people to task. Dane, right here. By the way, does this guy follow me? Yes, he does. Thank you, Dane. So, Sean.
Well, I think you should follow Dane back.
I will. So you support nationally. He says, so you support nationally defunding the police, which is what you're doing here. Way to go, Dane.
Way to go, Dane.
Kick some ass. You just want to follow, and this is absolutely shameful.
I'm going to follow Dane too.
Here's the thing. It's an old saying. It's an old expression. Stand for something or you'll fall for anything. Stand for something. Be brave. Stand up against this. You know this is wrong. It doesn't matter what your peers say. Your peers are allowed to be. They could be all wrong. It's possible.
Yes.
John. It's possible that everybody's wrong and you're right. You know that stuff is bullshit. You know it's not true.
But then again, Ethan, they're not everybody. They're a minuscule portion of the population. But they scream and they yell and they shout and they.
It's the comic book industry. It's the comic book industry. See, this is the thing. When you're kind of wishy-washy within the comic book industry, they'll get you. They will get you. It's just a matter of time. Stand up and tell people who you are and be brave, and your end result, will be success. I tell them every day, and wow, we're $17 away. $17 away from $915,000.
How happy are you? Oh my God, that's so great.
I'm okay. I'm sad. I got a lot of work to do. Executive honeycomb sets. There's only 278 left. We're making all kinds of toys, Billy. Billy, look at this. Look at the Cyber Frog action figure.
I saw it. I love the feet that you ripped off John Malin when he was 10 years old.
I appreciate it, John. I appreciate it.
I'm here for you.
Yeah. Your ideas are great. So this is the Cyber Frog action figure so far. Look at his hands. Look at his little arms that are going to go in the
work.
Oh, it's so beautiful. So beautiful.
I love that picture that you showed on Twitter with the warts on the back and all the little details that were put in there. That looked great.
Yeah, we're just making this the perfect Cyber Frog toy. And
wait, warts and all?
Just like warts and all, yeah. That's
Thank you.
Gotta have warts. Got Kyle Ritter over here.
John Malin, I just robbed him, so sorry. I was John.
Kyle Ritter just turned in this Kanan White Salamandroid piece that's going to be part of the calendar that's in the box set.
Well, am I supposed to do a card for you?
I would love it if you did.
But you said you were supposed to give me a deadline, but is it a December thing or no?
December of 2019.
Oh shit! No, we talked about a few months. When would you like my drawing? I know now, but can you give me a few weeks?
Sure. Give me a nice Heather Swain piece, and we'll put it in the calendar.
I'd love to do Heather Swain.
Yeah.
Heather Swain today she still looks great, or Heather Swain back in the day?
Either way, Heather Swain is a teenager. She was 18, in 1998. Now she's 38 in 2018.
And smoking.
Yeah, she's a beautiful woman, and she's kept in shape.
Can we have her in red?
You could have her in red if you want to, but Heather doesn't really leave the woods, so she wears whatever she wants. She's gonna leave the woods, but I mean the thing is, you wear red when they can get you.
Can I draw Heather leaving the woods?
Sure. Yeah. Nice. Do it.
Wait, if she was leaving the woods, would she wear red?
Yes, that's what.
She has to.
Okay.
Yeah. In the woods, you're safe. There's some people who are paranoid and just wear red all the time. But if you're going to leave the woods to get supplies, to do anything like that, you wear a red cloak. And that's how you stay invisible to them. So what can I say about this? It's so shameful. And yeah, it's like man, just be Comicsgate. Just be, you are. Just say it.
Well, that's the very reason they apply that pressure to get that result out of people. They shamed him. They made him feel uncomfortable. They're that far from calling him a fucking racist. Next thing he's doing is he's funding their fucking groups, which are against what he stands for. Or, it's like you were manipulated.
You just bent right away. How can you do it? Be a man. Billy Tucci's Miss Fury. This is the reason for the season.
Wow, $11,000? Holy crap.
Oh, well, we're afraid it's 12,000 now. We're at 12,000.
Hey!
Yay! Congrats, Billy.
I'm so happy. I just get so excited when I see it.
Yeah, this is now I'm going to play I'm going to back out for a second, and I will go ahead and let's play the video again for people who are new here, who are just joining us. I think we played it last time when there were only 500 people watching, and now there are nearly 1,200. So let's give this another go.
December 1941, the United States officially enters World War II, a war which raged across Europe and the Pacific for over 5 years. But the previous April, a young writer-artist working under the name Tarpe Mills broke through a very particular gender barrier in the four-color world of comics. June Mills, who used her middle name Tarpe as it sounded masculine, created Miss Fury. First featured in the Sunday Funnies, but known to the history books as the first published action hero created by a woman. And boy, what a hero she was.
And I'm very proud of it because it was drawn by a woman. This is the original book. Being the second woman drawing it is fantastic.
Flash forward 80 years or so, and here's me, Billy Tucci, working on the return of Miss Fury, exclusive to you, our backers, right here on IndieGoGo. An important graphic novel that has a very special place in my heart, presented to entertain our readers, but also to honor the character and her creator.
I cannot reveal too much, okay? But stay tuned. I will be posting a lot of things on my Facebook and on my social.
I take honor very seriously. And believe me, it's my honor to befriend the surviving family of Tarpe Mills. It's been a great honor to spend time with them and to talk to them about this project and how I intend to honor the legacy of her work and to honor the existence of this great underappreciated character. Maria Laura Sanapo, Cece Dela Cruz, Asha Kishna, Mindy Lopkin, and everyone at Dynamite Comics to bring you one hell of a Golden Age adventure that fits perfectly into Miss Fury's original continuity with original characters. It rekindles the spirit of the Golden Age and sees the return of one of the most influential characters in comic book history. Again, thank you for your time. Please pledge, please share. Peace, love, Fury strong.
Hell yeah. A lot of people want to marry that artist. They're saying in the chat.
Yeah, what's her Facebook again? Asking for a friend.
Maria Laura Sanapo.
Maria Sanapo right here. This is her cover.
And she's incredible. Bro, Malin, she's a fucking rock star. She is a badass, and she's a workout machine, and she's just an incredible artist. So when I saw samples of art, because I talked to Nikki Barucci, I'm like, well, who do we have? We need artists and stuff. He sent me samples. I didn't even know if the guy's name, the artist's name was Howard or Marilyn or Taylor. I didn't care. I saw that. I'm like, oh my God, who's this? And he said Maria Laura. And we had met her and her husband, Marco, at New York Comic Con when
Damn it, Marco.
What?
Nothing.
No, but she's fantastic. And same thing as Cece. It just fell into place of having these women working on the book. There was no, Ethan, you know me. There's no like, oh my God, I need a girl. I need a woman to draw.
No.
It was just all that fell in. And they said, what about Cece Dela Cruz? I'm like, who's that? And she's like, she's coloring Brian Pulido's Lady Death. So I'm like, oh my God, hell yeah. You know what I mean? And their sample pages came in and they were fantastic. And then Asha from Holland, the famous Holland artist, Dutch artist, Debbie and I met her, and she's incredible, right?
She is, yeah.
And you even that's what Debbie said when you met. You said she draws like a man. Remember he said that about Asha?
Yeah. She's really, really good. And
it was how gruff
I thought
it
you
was.
said
Oh, I might have said that. Okay, I'm like, honey, she draws like a man. But we just and they're just brilliant creators. What, my phone?
Yeah.
Why do you need my phone, Deborah?
Because I want to see if Chris texted you. There's something going on.
Chris who? No.
is everything okay? Everybody in the chat is very impressed.
Talking about what we were talking about before, our buddy's a cop. There's nothing going on, Blue Point.
Everything's okay. I hope so.
He's a cop.
There's a barricade right now in Blue Point.
Well, if they come to Bayport, it's going to be them who calls the cops. Well, Blue Point is a town next to me. So if there are people doing protests, how's that, John?
I don't know if it's
Protests.
There was also something else going on.
Okay, well, if Antifa comes to Bayport,
I'm not having.
they'll be calling the cops for help. They'll be the ones calling the cops for help.
Did you get your quarantini?
Deborah, another quarantine, please.
In the meantime, this is dedicated to this project right here. Here we go. A little something for Miss Fury.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, Tommy Scratch B. Hey, little lady, how you feeling? It's Hummer just chillin', trying to figure out what I'm gonna do today. How about you throw on something sexy and come my way? I got a treat for you and you're gonna like it. I hear those giggles, go ahead and get excited. You say in bed that your man is a lame guy. Having sex with him is just like watching paint dry. Damn, you know that ain't true. But if it is, here's what I'm gonna do for you. And when you get here, I'm not just gonna bang it, I'ma smash it too. So let's just say I'm gonna sing. Let me swing it, girl. Smash it, girl.
What?
Swing it, girl. Smash it,
Bang.
girl.
Smash and bang is smash. I
Like
like that.
bang, bro. That's like 80.
Let me swing it, girl. Let me smash it, let me
She
swing
wants
it.
to get smacked.
Smash it in, let me swing it, girl. Smash it in.
Thank you for my quarantine.
Now are you ready, baby? Then let's get crazy. Hope your muscles warmed up, you can't be lazy. This is what I like to call smash bang fusion. Gotta focus, mama, you don't wanna get a cooch contusion. I like to mix it up.
No more emergency, just lemon.
I like to start slow and then I beat it up. You should be cautious, don't be scary. I'm gonna have you looking like a wild
We
thornberry.
didn't tune the cabbage.
Well, let me be your words, and I'll leave your body feeling like a rainforest. So let's get it poppin'. Tell me, can you hang? Then let me swing it, baby. Smash it and bang. Let me swing it, girl. Smash it and bang. Let me swing it, girl. Smash it and bang. Let me swing it, girl. Smash it and bang. The way I work that kitty gonna make your heart sing. Let me swing it, girl. Smash it and bang. Let me swing it, girl. Smash it and bang. Let me swing it, girl. Smash it and bang. The way I work that kitty gonna make your heart
Here
sing.
comes Flint.
Flint Fossey, no Nation. Smash and bang is my favorite combination. Kiss it to your toes, do you get that sensation? This
Guy's my hero.
baby, with
Dude, that girl does not even blink. I think she might be smanging it.
Get my fixation. Smanging them jaws is my life's aspiration. F. Boss loves ladies and relations. Love it. Call me Marathon, my Jimmy run long. Call me Schwarzenegger, my sex game strong. I smang it Tarantino from dusk till dawn. I smang it everywhere from the bed to the lawn.
Let me swing it, girl. Smash it and bang. Let me swing it, girl. Smash it and bang. Let me swing it, girl. Smash it and bang. The way I work that kitty gonna make your heart sing. Let me swing it, girl.
Yeah.
Smash it and bang. Let me swing it, girl. Smash it and bang. Let me swing it, girl.
Smash it and bang.
The way I work that kitty gonna make
He's got the moves like Hammer.
Yeah.
Smash it and bang. Let me swing it, girl. Smash it and bang. Let me swing it, girl. Smash it and bang. The way I work that kitty gonna make your heart sing. Let me swing it, girl. Smash it and bang. Let me swing it, girl. Smash it and bang. Let me swing it, girl. Smash
Dude,
it
I like the whole
and
down
bang. Kitty gonna make your heart sing.
So I see videos like that, and I don't know about you, John, but I got Timberlands just like that, and my Timberlands look like shit now where I wear them.
Yes, indeed. All right. Even Andrea is upstairs going, good Lord, stop.
She's like, again?
Look, that is Flint Flossy. Everyone who's coming to, Fan Fest for the Fans Fest 2021. Flint Flossy's down, like he will come and perform. So
Nice.
yeah, if you guys want to party, we'll have a good time. We'll all be drunk as hell. And
That yet?
No, not officially, not yet, but we're working on it.
I know the little things about it, but all right.
All right, yeah, we are. It's still in the process of being put together, but we will make it happen. And COVID is not going to get in the way. We will all infect each other if we have to. Right? I mean,
we're guys like us don't get we don't die from COVID.
No,
of course not.
COVID. All the shit I've been through, would die from COVID. No way.
There's no chance of that. I mean, that's not how we go down. We are, we're gonna live forever. Dance. If I die, I'm gonna die dancing.
I love that in a dance fight, which might be pretty cool.
Yeah, I will die dancing, and you will too. We will all die dancing and laughing to Geek Chorus. Great Geek Chorus, ladies and gentlemen.
All right.
Launch them to the moon so they can stay so very far. Let them dig their dirt worm trails on Jupiter and Mars. Oh, Trebuchet, make them fly. Oh, Trebuchet, supersonic baby. Preston is a trust fund who lives in luxury. Just a pocket pussy who depends on mom's money. Oh, Trebuchet, please fire true. Oh, Trebuchet, oh, how we need you.
Let's see some more trebuchets in the chat.
Yeah! Send them all into outer space. They all think they're stars anyway.
Exceptional.
Really good.
Exceptional.
Robbie Rectum is the guy.
Oh my God.
Mess with his ass like a school on Saturday. That kid has got no class.
No.
Oh, Trebuchet, please fire true. Oh, Trebuchet, please, Trebuchet, we need you.
Yes, everyone. Hail. That was fantastic. The great.
Hot damn, is that man talented? Hot damn.
You know what? Some people are good at making music. And Geek Chorus is one of them. We have to appreciate that about him and recognize the talent in one another. I recognize the talent in John Malin.
Oh, we all recognize
you. I recognize the talent in you.
Would you let me know?
Yeah.
We should all go and hang out at the Fontainebleau Hotel in Miami.
Why?
Because that's where Sinatra and all them hung out, and have him sitting there crooning.
Oh, yeah.
Jimmy, think about it. Just for a night.
Cigars?
A Pack night.
Well, we're already talking about getting together for a Rat Pack night. And Atlantic City. Gambling, some booze, some cigars.
Yes.
Hi, Debbie. That's hot. I wish Andrea would bring me a drink, but she won't. She's yelling at me about the music I was playing.
All you gotta do is ask her.
Andrea, could I have a drink, please?
Please.
She's not gonna. No, because I have all the liquor down here.
Yeah. Well, Andrea,
Why don't you just get it yourself then?
No,
because I'm broadcasting.
I'm on, so you can say, Andrea, I'm on right now. I can't walk away and leave a blank screen. I can't just have anyone looking at a chair for 20 minutes. Remember that one? Your chair.
Oh, you can. Yeah, we've done it before. Chair streams are actually pretty popular.
Smang it. You like to smang it, don't you, baby?
The smang it is. Yeah, the smang it. We're gonna have that guy come to the show. I'm positive about it. I think we should either get him or Fabio One of the two, Billy. We should get these guys to come and entertain.
That dude is definitely Smang It Boy is definitely fun.
Yeah. He's got a lot of good songs. To
know if you're talking about the Fabio.
Yeah, of course.
So I guess you want to go?
The big giant guy that was on the cover.
Well, we know who she's voting
I
for.
read when I was young.
Yeah, Fabio, the great Fabio.
Great Fabio got hit in the face with the parrot on the roller coaster.
Trump supporting Republican.
Is he really?
He sure is. He's on Fox News all the time, like talking about shit. He is. He
Let me
is
get both
awesome.
of them to come.
Well, I mean, that's the thought. We'll see how well the show gets funded. We want to make sure that we get funded and have enough money to throw around. But it is going to be a blast. Okay, I promised everybody that I would go do some super chats, and let's go do those now. A lot of people are going to be telling me to F myself. They might be telling John too, but I doubt it. It's probably just me. And it's okay.
Maybe me too.
Well, I doubt it, Billy. You're a guest here. I mean, they mostly tell me that all these super chats do is insult me every single day.
Don't you love it though?
No.
Masochism. You don't like that.
Robert Romano
Missed your hat.
You know Preston Poulter.
Yeah, I'm actually not a masochist. I'm a sadist, all right, so Robert
sadist.
I'm not into S&M, just the S. Robert Romano says, are those Froggles right here? Yeah, sure. Froggles.
The Rat Patrol Froggles.
Let's see. Thor Odinson says, let's get she another 2K and back on the top 25.
I haven't checked. Where the hell is she now? Let me see.
We should check that out.
She Return of the Warrior. Let me see.
You got to tell me. Charlie's London official says, yes, my dream team love Billy and you, Uncle E. I've just backed Miss Fury. I'm backer number 57. Yeah, baby.
Oh, thank you.
By the way, Billy, I'm buying Ethan an Arsenal shirt. LOL.
Yes. I'm doing a cover for Charlie's London's book.
Oh, I'm going to draw something for it, too.
Yep, absolutely. We share the same passion and love for Charlie Chaplin.
Yeah, I'm more of a Buster Keaton kind of guy. But I do like Chaplin quite a bit, so.
Yeah, this is something so special about Chaplin, Errol Flynn, and like Steve McQueen are my favorites.
All right, so let's see here.
How well-rounded I am, right, John?
John isn't listening. He's high.
Yeah.
John's high on the wacky weed.
All right, are you on the reefer, John? Are you doing the grass? You taking the pot?
No.
Okay, good.
Don't do drugs, kids.
Drugs will end you, son. All right, so with she right now, we had $70,478 on Kickstarter, and now on Indiegogo we are $104,637. Holy shit! Wow,
that's great.
For me, that's great. That's wonderful.
That's very good. Yeah. Well, Billy, the thing is, you didn't come out and go, I don't know when I'm going to launch my campaign for she. Maybe in the autumn. I might make 500, 800, maybe $1 million. That'd be fun. You didn't say that, did you?
No, I did not.
No. Okay. Sean Gordon Murphy did.
Did you?
Yes. In a video, he's just like, I might make $1 million. Yeah, you might.
You might.
You might.
For that bad boy.
This is funny. Let's see. What bizarre world are we living in where business owners say it's okay that their stores were looted, damaged, and possibly destroyed by rioters, said Hunter Grendel. Yes, but, their feelings and everything. Mandy Summer says, oh, my God, is that teen sensation Billy Tucci?
Yes!
Girl scream. Hail, guys. Love y'all.
I love her, too.
Comic Books and Cahoots says Tucci equals Fonzie, EVS equals Potsy.
What?
I'd never be Ralph Malph.
Fonzie, though, but you're not Potsy. I think you and I could be maybe with the who are the guys?
I'll be honest with you. I'm the guy with the big nose who runs the hamburger stand.
Al.
Al. Yeah, I'm Al in this equation.
You got a good Dutch nose.
Yeah.
You do.
Sure. Charlie's London official says being Jewish and having hold on, this is serious. Being Jewish and having lost family during the Holocaust, this book is everything. Billy is such a hero in Comicsgate and Indie Comics. Gonna catch the end of the stream tomorrow. It's late here, but good night and God bless. Thanks, Charlie's. 200 Watt Studio says Debbie snack cake.
I like the sound of that. Should I eat right now?
Tater Toddler.
Go. I'm sorry.
You guys watch your mouths in the chat. Don't say things. All right, Tater Toddler.
It's my fault. I apologize. I was cussing. You just got me riled up talking about this, and
no, not you. Them. They can't. They're lusting after your wife. It's got to stop. This is an outrage. Debbie snack cake. Let's see. Tater Toddler Jeremy says, Billy, how old were you when you first stole kumquats? It's a good question.
I never saw kumquats. I never stole kumquats, but I did see the video. It's very disturbing.
It was extremely disturbing, right? I mean, somebody's just trying to grow delicious.
Premeditated theft.
Premeditated.
But I'm not getting into that. I don't want to talk about
Some good came out of it. I mean, it increased the sales of kumquats.
Yeah. It raised awareness. I think we raised awareness when it comes to kumquats because I ordered 4 pounds total and ate them all.
Yeah,
I remember when
we all did.
Yeah,
Dan did. Yeah, I think people in the chat did that night. I mean, it was a big hit.
I'd never had a kumquat before. I just know them from W.C. Fields' movie, classic film, It's a Gift.
It's a gift. Yes.
Did you ever see that movie? He comes into the shop and he's like, kumquats! Where are my kumquats? And W.C. Fields is pretending he has them. He's doing this with his hand a lot and saying, calm down, sweetie. Calm down, sweetheart. Good
old Bill.
That guy was, I wish he was my dad.
Oh my God. And I heard he was, there's guys like W.C. Fields and also Margaret Hamilton, who played the Wicked Witch of the West, and also Basil Rathbone. And now Basil and, Bill, W.C. Fields was such a rascal, but apparently he had the biggest heart. He was a real sweetheart. And Margaret Hamilton, who played the Wicked Witch of the West in The Wizard of Oz, and also Basil Rathbone, who played a lot of villains, aside from, Sherlock Holmes, but they were the most wonderful people. You know what I mean? They were just such good people. Like Margaret Hamilton, who played one of the most evil villains in Hollywood history. Every weekend, she was at the Hollywood soup kitchen every Saturday and Sunday, giving soup, feeding, making soup and giving soup to the poor.
Well, it's nice of her.
For you, a little bit of Hollywood.
That's what you're trying to redeem your image once you're the Wicked Witch.
Yeah, I guess you're just a character actress. That's not real life, Ethan. Hollywood's not real life.
I seen what she did to the Scarecrow.
Didn't you? You did see that, didn't you? Pretty badass. And she actually did that. She literally lit him on fire. That was not a stunt man and a stunt woman. That was her and Ray Bolger. And
yeah,
she lit his ass on fire.
Look, you got to do it.
They don't make them like they used to, do they?
Yeah. All right, let me see here. Let's see. Take the money and buy cash grab. Help out a wayward youth, says Nerdy Biz Guy. Let's see. Lancer737 says Justin Trouble's channel has great info on Antifa. He caught them talking about killing lots of people, including, or some leaders are from Weatherman Underground. I've also seen attacks on pregnant white women skyrocket. What? Sean Tillman says, EVS, did you hear the latest news? George Floyd's autopsy showed he had COVID-19. This BS was only a matter of time. SMH. What? What is going on? Poseidon MGTow says, now do you understand why I say Twitter is a useless platform? Yeah, I want to get off of it, but I don't dare.
Well, Zach has been telling to get off it for years.
It's like Zach got off of it because I took over the fight, and now I'm on Twitter. And if I leave, like weirdos, do they care, John? Do they care? Are you leaving Twitter at any point?
I'm not leaving Twitter. No.
All right, I'm not leaving Twitter either. Fuck that.
Thriving there.
I just got. Thriving. And for those of you follow me on Twitter, guys, I'm Billy Tucci. Just go at Billy Tucci. I'm the guy.
Oh, Twitter really is cancer. Yeah, let's see. Great Renzine says just double down on the honeycomb box sets. Hail Caesar, Malin, Tucci, F. Sean Gordon Murphy. F. You don't have to F him. I mean,
yeah, come on, Renzini. That's one of my buddies. I'll
Yeah.
talk. He doesn't know who he is. That's why he doesn't know.
He just needs a little bit more backbone. That's all we're saying.
Yeah,
Tough.
Sean is like, and I can relate because I was there in 2017. I was like, I believe in Comicsgate, but I don't want to piss off everyone in the industry. So let me see if I can bridge the divide. There doesn't need to be a Comicsgate, everyone. There needed to be a Comicsgate. That was clear and made clear to me pretty quickly. Sean is when you half-ass it with these people, you show them weakness, they smell blood, and they tear you down, and that's what they're doing to Sean. They're trying to treat him, keep him in their control, and treat him like a bitch. I don't think he's supposed to be a bitch. Froggo Funding says everyone here is so handsome. Oh, thank you, Froggo.
And a beautiful man too. Unless it's a beautiful gal.
Yeah. No, Froggo is a man.
Yeah, Froggo would be a man for sure. Froggy.
Yeah, Froggy or something. No, I don't know. What would it be? No, not Froggy. No,
his first name's Joe, ain't it? Joe Froggo?
Frogga. It would be a woman. Frogga. Let's see. The Great Renzine says also the lead character for Plot Holes is a cuck. I don't know about that. One Franco says, wow, Ethan, this piece looks insane. That should be a t-shirt or even a cover. I get the best.
Will you buy this to make it a cover? That would be huge.
I already bought it. I mean, it was a commissioned piece. It's
Tim's piece? You bought? Did you win that yet?
Oh no, I'm talking about the Kane and White piece that I showed earlier.
That was gorgeous. Yeah.
Kane and White did this piece, and I said draw Salamandroid losing to the Vespis, and this is what he did. And boy, it looks great in color.
Wait, why would you want Salamandroid losing to the? We know someone dies.
Right.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Well,
doesn't mean he lost.
He's missing a hand here. His knees popped open. He's a mess. He's not doing well. So that's the truth is that was for a playing card game, right? A playing card game in which the card is Salamandroid gets his ass kicked. I guess I don't know, but that's the art for it. It's going to go in the calendar. Billy, you are a teen sensation in the spirit of Dick Clark and Frankie Valli. Keep the blood pumping, young blood, says Anita Hand Jab. Anita Hand Jab. Spectrum Ball says, die dancing, you be squirming like a beached whale. Tejas Ranger says, you should see if you can get Geek Chorus to do a performance for the Fans Fest. I would like that. Tejas Ranger says, when could we expect our honeycomb boxes? They are due to be in your hands by May of next year, but they'll be there sooner. Metal Movies and Brewski says, sign up for Butch Cleaver and get a trading card. Grant D's Nuts says, think you missed my turtle super chat from earlier today. Anyway, I get paid Friday. Miss Fury is first on the to buy list. Great stream, guys.
Thank you.
Billy Tucci, is there any way we could get the Homage Risque in hardcover, says Tejas Ranger.
It's again, I'm not the publisher, so it's not my thing. If it was a Crusade thing, but I could put the word in to make a special hardcover edition. I definitely put the word in. We're very fluid here.
Austin Kaiser says, Uncle E, Uncle Billy, Brother Malin, do you have any advice for those of us who are a little nervous and scared about all the BS going on the streets?
John?
What's your advice, John?
Get a gun and a lot of ammunition.
Well, yeah, I agree. And no fear. They're cowards. If you are, overwhelmed and you're living in the inner cities and where you're not allowed to own a firearm or to protect yourself, then stay in. There's nothing really to do. Get the hell out of there, But if you live in an area where you can and you can exercise your rights, by George, do it.
100%.
Lock your doors and have a good escape plan.
They'll be, yeah, exactly. Have your zombie escape route. But like I said, they come to my town, they're the ones going to be calling the cops. That's for shit sure. So.
Yeah, I've set up my house because I've seen Home Alone.
Ooh.
Booby traps.
Just try it, Antifa. I hope you can walk on Hot Wheels
or Legos.
Legos.
A Lego walk of fire.
I might have done it too soon though because I electrocuted the doorbell and somebody tried to deliver me something today, UPS. and I heard him scream. That's how I knew my package came here. I heard an ear piercing scream, and the lights kind of flickered, and I went, "Oh fuck, there's my package." You know, I might have done it too soon. To figure out when the right time is appropriate. Anita Handjab says Billy's wife is as beautiful as his personality. If you weren't aware, Billy has a lovely personality and a wife to match.
That was nice of her, wasn't it?
It's not a her. It's definitely a man with that name.
Well, that's nice of him.
Yeah.
What's
Nolan? I guess Nolan Nerd says I wanted to say I'm backing Billy and congrats while dropping a deuce.
Well done. Well done. Multitasking.
Also backed my second Honeycomb exclusive box today. One for me and one for my son. Well, thank you, Nolan Nerd.
Boom.
Anita Handjob's back. She says, I love Billy's Twitter. In order, he has one hunter, one husband, one father, 4 friend. Wait, in order, he has 1 hunter, 2 husband, 3 father, 4 friend. If yes, he's a great candidate to be your friend as his 4th priority.
I'd like to be your friend someday.
Yeah, as the 4th.
Great to meet you. It's great to meet you and John here tonight. I think you guys are swell chaps, and I look forward to getting to know you. So nice to meet you tonight, Ethan.
It's an honor and a privilege. You loom large in legend. I'm very happy to have you on the show with these people.
I love meeting new people.
Yeah, I like it too. John Malin, what do you think of this? What do you think of the idea of Billy Tucci putting out a book called Miss Fury with Dynamite Entertainment?
I'm a big fan of boobs.
Yes. Who is it?
They're making
look at that. Holy crap.
They're making a comeback.
Yeah.
Boobs are making it. And curvy women are making a comeback, and natural women, just come on. Embrace it. Embrace beauty.
Yeah, I do embrace beauty. But I will say I'm still not into the big butts. And people people keep saying, "Oh yeah, no, women should be thick." People's expectations of women have definitely changed.
Yeah, but maybe that's not what you like, though. Maybe you don't like that. I mean, you look at women from the 16th century. Look at their photos. I mean, their photos. They're the paintings of the women.
Paintings of them, yeah.
Look at the flapper. You know what I mean? Look at Twiggy in the 60s. Remember the rail?
I don't like that. No, I don't like that either.
Some people, I don't personally, but some people do. Knock themselves out.
Yeah, knock yourselves out. You
don't like big butts, and
it's just a callback to the Old West when women wore those things on their butts.
What did they wear on their butts?
Bustier, or what is that called?
Bustles.
Bustles.
The bustles built it up.
Yeah. Makes the big butt. It's just a callback to that.
Yeah.
So, I think Doris Day is the right body type.
Really?
I think so. Yeah. Now, I found this, Billy. Okay. There was a movie in 1954 called "Love Me and Leave Me." Doris Day.
Okay.
Jimmy Cagney.
All right. I'm liking this.
Okay. And this is Doris's sweater from that movie.
No.
Yeah, no, it is.
Oh, that's creepy.
What?
Oh, I think it's wonderful.
You just pull that out of nowhere.
Yeah, I think
their sweater.
Yeah, that is kind of...
It's her sweater. Well, I mean, look.
Doris was never a sweater girl, was she? Did she break in as a sweater girl? I mean, she's no Mitzi Gaynor.
Mitzi Gaynor was hot stuff.
Mitzi Gaynor was smoking.
People, you can say what you want, but Mitzi Gaynor was a smoking hot babe. I mean, really like an extraordinarily beautiful woman. People forget that. I don't. I try not to let people forget that, but it is true. I'm looking here for a picture of Doris Day that I like, and I'm not succeeding. God damn it. Maybe I was wrong. Okay.
Jay Conant says Ethan wears it like Ed Wood.
No, but I would. Wait, hold on a second. Now this is
Tanner is still alive. Frackoff. Absolutely, she is.
Okay, here it is. So those of you who are like, "What are you doing? Why are you a creep? Why are you a weirdo? Why are you a scumbag?" Why are you a piece of shit? For those of you who are saying that right now, let me show you this. Here it is. This is Doris Day wearing the sweater in question.
Wow.
As you can see, that's Jimmy Cagney there. See the buttons? This is her. She's wearing it under this jacket. Now,
wow, he's looking at the buttons that you're holding in your hand.
Yeah, that's right. 1955, Love Me or Leave Me. This movie. Now, of course, this is a extremely valuable collectible. Not many people have pieces of wardrobe from Doris Day and her movie with James Cagney, Love Me or Leave Me. Most of it's gone. And that's why I wish I hadn't let the dog get it. That's the only problem. I wish I hadn't let the dog get it, this priceless piece.
You did not let your dog get at that.
Well, I mean,
yeah. Kane in chat was wondering what it smelled like, but I guess it smells like dog.
Oh my God, are you?
I wish I hadn't let the dog get it. I mean, honestly, this belongs in a museum, and I'm using it as a dish rag right now, which is not cool. It's not.
You got all the Doris Day stuff. You're a big fan of Doris Day. I know that.
Sure. Absolutely. Look how big a fan I am of her that I destroyed her wardrobe and let the.
It's terrible.
It's awful.
But then again, it's not like destroying, like, say, a Dana Winter, sweater. That would be a tragedy. From Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. My God. 1,000 times, yes.
People are very upset with me right now in the chat. They're saying, oh, my God, how could he do it? And then some people are saying, Ethan doesn't have a dog.
Yeah, you don't have
a dog.
Are you dressing women up in that and having them killed?
Oh, my God, Malin. Does the truth come out?
You can't prove a goddamn thing.
Terrible.
Jesus Christ.
Not a goddamn thing.
This conversation is in completely poor taste, and I don't think I should be a part of this anymore.
Cyberfrog 2, Wrecked Planet.
Boom!
Boom! $915,000 as we march towards $1 million together.
God bless you, brother. Can you imagine? Okay, Ethan, let me add something. Right now, this is one single campaign. Remember, like, you got crap for people. Oh, you made several covers. When you hit $1 million for a comic book, crowdfunded comics, selling directly to the fans, there is a direct connection between you and your partners, your fellows, this fellowship, your battalion, your army. How wonderful is this?
It's okay. It's not bad. It's a good start, but I'd like to annex more victories. Do you know what I mean?
You can never have enough victories.
Yeah, like this represents maybe the Sudetenlands.
Alexander the Great didn't stop.
Yeah, I mean, we gotta keep moving and conquering more more ground, more turf.
But be like Alexander, and when Alexander conquered, unlike, say, the Nazis, the people he conquered embraced him as a liberator in a way from their corrupted kings.
Welcome, Raging Golden Eagle. Thank you so much for Raging Golden Eagle raid. Get in here, guys. Appreciate you. Raging Golden Eagle, get your pocketbooks out, so to speak. Not literally. I know you don't literally have pocketbooks. But prepare to back Billy Tucci's new book, Miss Fury, the graphic novel. Billy, let's give him a beautiful elevator pitch that you gave me. What's this book about?
All right. So, and again, thank you for helping our little book. It's a story I wrote about 2 years ago. It's for those of you that don't know, June Tarpe Mills was a cartoonist in the late 1930s, and she literally created the first published superhero ever created by a woman, Miss Fury. She obviously, Catwoman is a direct ripoff of her, as are so many others, countless others. And it ran from 1941 to 1952. And guy from Red Bank, New Jersey, represent. But actually, Catwoman is her. Catwoman's Miss Fury. And she was a very fierce fearless, progressive woman who created a movement of a female comic character. But this character is so amazing that she was punching Nazis back in 1941, and Miss Fury actually debuted 6 months before Wonder Woman. So you look at this story of Miss Fury, it's a story about the Joy Division. It's a story about how the Nazis took Jewish women out of the ghetto, some of them as young as 12 years old, turned them into forced prostitutes for the SS. And this is the story of Miss Fury has gone there to capture the head of that the Joy Division. And in the interim of doing it, she ends up liberating the women of the Joy Division and turning them into a female inglorious bastards, and they go hunting Nazis.
That is correct. So basically, very quickly, this character is captured by the Nazis, is put into some weird concentration camp that tries to turn her into a hooker.
Yeah,
but
she's not getting paid. Really, like it's a fuck puppet.
Yeah, a fuck for the SS. I was an SS fuck puppet. That should be the name of the book, actually.
Really? Yeah.
If this were like a one of those movies. Well, she says no, and she becomes a hero. She's going to lead the other women against the SS. It's going to be a big, gigantic, awesome, inglorious bitches. I guess you would call this inglorious bitches. Do not miss out on this great, great, great comic book that brings back a wonderful golden age character and makes it modern, makes it cool.
And it's 100 pages, and it's so funny how you pointed out, Ethan, and you said, Billy, the creative team, Team Fury, is all women, but you,
except for you.
Noticed that we just picked.
Look at this smile.
Come on, life is great, bro.
Hold on a second. Let's look at this.
Ash is beautiful. Mindy,
the Love Boat,
Wonder Woman, and me. And this,
and there's that smile right there. He's like,
Oh, come on, dude, who's got it better than me right now? Look
it's
at
hard
that.
out there for a pimp. It's hard.
By these rock stars. It's pretty great. But it's a really important story, and what we're doing is that we are honoring the legacy of June Tarpe Mills, the woman, this lone woman comic creator in the 40s and 50s. I mean, literally, Ethan, she was alone. She was in a sea of masculinity, not toxic masculinity.
She was learning from the best.
She was learning.
Yeah. It's a man's world.
And literally it was, especially then. But she's a fucking badass. And she's stuck by her vision. And it's pretty awesome. Like I said, and I didn't even realize that the team is all women. I didn't even notice that. I wanted the best people for the project. For the final thing, and I talked to
noticed
staple of artists and stuff like that, and everyone like, I want that colorist. That is amazing art. Who drew that? Oh, Maria Laura. Bam. Didn't even friggin' think about it, and it's going to be one for the ages because it's an important story too.
All right, let's look at the trailer here really quick because
turn down the lights, guys.
Turn down the lights, and let's enjoy Billy Tucci's trailer for his new book, Miss Fury.
December 1941, the United States officially enters World War II, a war which raged across Europe and the Pacific for over 5 years. But the previous April, a young writer-artist working under the name Tarpe Mills broke through a very particular gender barrier in the four-color world of comics. June Mills, who used her middle name Tarpe as it sounded masculine, created Miss Fury. First featured in the Sunday Funnies, but known to the history books as the first published action hero created by a woman. And boy, what a hero she was.
And I'm very proud of it because it was drawn by a woman. This is the original book. Being the second woman drawing it is
Billy, I'm confused. This is the woman that's drawing this comic book?
No. Maria said she is the second woman to draw this comic book.
No, I'm saying she's drawing the book that people are backing right now,
yes,
right?
Maria Laura Sanapo is drawing. She is the artist. I'm the writer of this.
Well, what I don't understand is why isn't her hair purple? Why doesn't she have multiple facial piercings? Why isn't the side of her head shaved?
Because
why doesn't she have a gut?
Because
Yeah.
she doesn't have to. Because she has talent and she gets up every morning and she works out and she eats healthy and then she draws.
Where
And
does she work out at for a friend?
She's in Italy. Yeah, no, she's stunning. She's stunning.
Okay, so I've never seen a female comic book artist that wasn't a hideous hand beast, and I'm really grateful.
Not a female comic book artist, Ethan. She is a comic book star.
Comic book star. Guy from Red Bank says, Ethan, shut up. Shut up, Ethan.
Beast.
All right, fine.
Oh, she's a beast. She's just awesome.
Yeah.
And I'm very proud of it because it was drawn by a woman. This is the original book. Being the second woman drawing it is fantastic.
Flash forward 80 years or so, and here's me, Billy Tucci, working on the return of Miss Fury, exclusive to you, our backers, right here on IndieGoGo. An important graphic novel that has a very special place. Smoking, look at that. Presented to entertain our readers, but also to honor the character and her creator.
I cannot reveal too much, okay? But stay tuned. I will be posting a lot of things on my Facebook and on my social.
I take honor very seriously. And believe me, it's my honor to befriend the surviving family of Tarpe Mills. It's been a great honor to spend time with them and to talk to them about this project and how I intend to honor the legacy of her work and to honor the existence of this great underappreciated character. Maria Laura Sanapo, Cece Dela Cruz, Asha Kishna, Mindy Lopkin, and everyone at Dynamite Comics to bring you one hell of a Golden Age adventure that fits perfectly into Miss Fury's original continuity with original characters. It rekindles the spirit of the Golden Age and sees the return of one of the most influential characters in comic book history. Again, thank you for your time. Please pledge. Please share. Peace, love, Fury strong.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Only on IndieGoGo.
Badass. Only on IndieGoGo. I'm all IndieGoGo from now on, bro.
Yeah, that's great. You
Absolutely.
should be.
Yeah, well, we've had so many conversations. That's why I love being on here, and I love you guys. So it's so much fun. So I want to come on more because I just love this, just having a good time and just the
Are you sure? We play rough here. We play very, very rough. And sometimes I feel bad dragging you into it, down to our level. I don't want to drag you down to me and John's level.
Right.
Is it dark down there?
Well, listen to us. I mean, here's the thing. John Malin and I, we eat a lot of Taco Bell, and then we say it like it is. In that order.
Drunk, even when we're not drunk.
Now, isn't Taco Bell though like their ground beef is kind of not
grade F?
Yeah, thank you.
It's grade F ground beef. It's good enough for dogs. Why wouldn't it be good enough for us?
Well, right. I hear it. Like I said, I was in the infantry, so the shit I ate. So as long as it tastes good, I don't care.
Taco Bells are MREs. Taco Bell tacos. They're made from
MREs
MREs.
Are really good though now. They really are.
You ever get that beef stew one? Beef
stew is the best. Beef stew, beef stroganoff. Those were the two best. Beef stew was amazing. MREs. We would fight each other over the beef stew.
What's the best? What's the worst one?
They had different ones, and you get like eggs, and then you get the vegetable one, and nobody wanted it. If you got the vegetable one, you couldn't give someone $20, and that was a lot of money back then. You couldn't give someone $20 to trade with you.
Yeah.
They made veggie MREs back in the early 90s, too.
Yeah.
Fucking retarded reason. Like, that's what you want to eat when you're in combat.
You need meat. You need to feed these guys meat to get out there. Start crushing people. I like the chocolate bars. The crackers aren't bad in MREs.
Yeah, well, jambalaya. I never had alpha nibia. I'm going to be PTSD. I never had the jambalaya, but that beef stew, that beef stroganoff. Oh my god, it was so great. Spaghetti was good too.
People said chili mac was okay.
The turkey and the gravy. If who's out there? Who just said it? So,
there are a lot of soldiers in the chat, man. I love you guys.
Do you remember the turkey and the gravy, like the Thanksgiving package? Holy crap! It had little was it cranberries? Oh my god, it was so good.
Yeah. Worst was egg and cheese omelet, according to my brother and a friend.
Egg and cheese. See, I don't like cheese, so I would trade that. But they had veggie ones, and one time some poor SS SS fuck something. He was infantry too, right? And that's what we ate was that crap. So, but there was once in a while they gave the veggie one, and you got it, and you flipped out. And if you're a junior enlisted, like we all were, you had no choice. You had no chance of ever getting rid of that. You forget it. Your sergeants, your sergeants always got your E5, your E6s. They always got the stroganoff and the turkey and the beef stew. To me, those were the best.
People are asking
Chili Mac was good too, Paul. Sorry, I'm sorry.
People are asking about Cecil. Cecil's on vacation for 2 weeks.
Florida, yeah.
He's taking a little break. He's hanging out. He's on the beach. He's having a good time. He's missing all this fun. But we'll have Cecil back when he gets home. I don't know why Cecil can't just stream with us from where he is, to be honest with you. It sounds like bullshit to me.
Ski slope.
Yeah. They don't have internet in Florida.
I guess not. Dan Fraga's Black Flag Pineapple Perception.
Boom. Good for you, Danny.
Yeah, he's doing great. 145, 438. Dan's a hero. Dan's a great guy and deserves your funding.
Where's Dan tonight?
Dan is going to be on the Nick Rekieta show in I don't know, in about 20 minutes. We'll probably wrap this up so people can go watch Dan. Dan's like, what do I do on Nick Rekieta? I'm like, Nick's a good conversation. Survive, yeah. Jawbreakers, Grand Bazaar. Let's see Zach. Zach is moving now. 174, 684. Let's see him get to 200. That'll be fun. Let's see. Another case for the Lit List umbrella. Yeah, Tug was worried about this. Tug was like, because here's the thing. When you have a successful campaign, and Tug came out and he hit like 109 or 102, or I can't remember what he hit with this first one. Everyone was telling me he was going to fail. He's going to flop his second time out. He's like, I don't expect to hit 100,000 again. Hey, Tug, you're going to hit 100,000.
Yeah, absolutely. Because Tug, with the Littlest Umbrella, the first one, at this point, with 11 days left in his initial campaign, he was nowhere near this.
No, of course not.
Eclipse it. He's absolutely going to eclipse it.
Yeah, and yeah, he's going to
ascending.
People are just doing better with their second campaigns. Most people. If you don't fuck with us, most people are doing much better on their second campaigns.
Sum up real quick, if I may.
Okay.
Cole William. There's something that. Hang on. Cole William.
Calling William. iPhone.
See if he's up. Hey, bro, come up here for a second. We're going to talk about Vic.
Vic Mignogna?
Yeah.
Okay, hang on.
Can I bring that up, or is that taboo now? I know I'm hitting you out of left field.
It's not really our thing, but we'll talk about it. Sure.
Oh, well, I met Vic. Now, I'm not really in on all this. I don't know exactly what's going on, but I met Vic and I hung out with him at a Dallas con. And he was a sweetheart. Now, do we not like Vic? Am I doing something? Because
we're pro Vic. We're anti the weirdos that tried to cancel him.
Hey, Will, come here a second. This is my son, William. He's 17 years old.
What's up, William?
And you're a big fan of Vic Mignogna, right? Mm-hmm. And you saw, remember, and he was very distressed because he saw things that people trying to destroy his career. Mm-hmm. And it was all BS. So I want you to know that, and you hear from Ethan. Look at Uncle E here, So, I mean, right?
Yeah, trust this face. Believe what I say. No, I don't. But here's the thing, Vic. From what I saw, Vic was canceled, was persecuted by people. I think Vic. Yeah, I think Vic was hugged his fans. Yeah. I think he tried to get with one of his co-workers or something like that. Took her out to dinner. She followed him back to his hotel room. She decided at the last minute the answer was no, and that was fine. But how dare he have wanted to sleep with her?
Ridiculous.
Yeah, it is absolutely ridiculous.
With a single girl, so.
A lot of weirdness around Vic Mignogna. I don't understand it, but I think he's innocent. I think he's a good guy, and people fought hard, to get legal funds to get him to be able to sue for defamation. Unfortunately, I think he lost that lawsuit, which it's hard to win a defamation suit. You don't even bother. But Vic did acquire a whole lot of new fans, and I think that was
very
good.
upset, and he just brought it out of the blue, like today, that people are trying to ruin his career and all, and he's back in anime or something.
I heard he had something going on.
Yeah, so he's really upset. He said, "What do you know?" I said, "Well, Ethan, would know about this." So, all right.
Yeah, Umbrella Guy would be better at it. We'll see you later. Umbrella Guy would know more about it. Yellow Flash and Nick Rekieta, that was Weeb Wars. Now, Weeb Wars, you really needed to be involved in anime. And I saw what that was. I loved their cast of villains. I wanted to get in there and mess with those people. But because they were just monstrously soy-based, awful, like Squeaky Men and strident bitches. And those are my kind of enemies. Squeaky ass soy based parakeet males and strident bitches. Love to see them get punished.
For just bringing that up, because I mean we were having dinner tonight and he was really upset about it because he follows this stuff but he knows him as just his work. And he said that people are trying to destroy him, like, oh my god, I'm going on Ethan's show tonight, and I know that like I said, it's a Tug thing. But I know that you kind of were, I follow stuff. So
a supporter from the outside. That was me. I every now and then I mentioned him and threw a little support his way. But yeah, I didn't.
I apologize if I,
No. Perfectly
Real
okay.
quick, 7 of 9 had another ranking. Cecil, John, Billy, then Ethan. Cecil's not even here. How
he
can
likes
he top?
Cecil. Yeah. Why am I last today? What did I do to 7 of 9? I think he just doesn't like my hat.
So what kind of ranking does he do? What does he do?
He does the greater than, less than, and he'll put everyone on the panel, and he'll decide who he likes the best every single time, judging by our performances. And I'm last. I'm dead last tonight.
And Cecil's first.
Absence makes the heart grow fonder, I think.
Good point.
John.
It's ridiculous. All right, let me read these super chats. Optimus Deadpool says, Deep Well, The Caliber of Death by Mike Murphy, just launched on IndieGoGo. Can we get a shout out? It's called Deep Well, The Caliber of Death. Plan 9 Good Times says, is Miss Fury public domain?
Yes. She's public domain technically, but Dynamite struck a deal with Marvel that Marvel trademarked and copyrighted something with Fury in all Comic Done, something like that. And then Dynamite had to work with them to be able to get the trademark for Miss Fury. It seems very convoluted, but it seems very real. And if you try to do a Fury, Marvel will go after you.
Let's see. Ethan is just like Alexander the Great, totally gay, says Comic Book in Cahoots. That's not nice. Tater Toddler Jeremy says, put on the sweater, Lard Spooner. See how these people treat me? Mike Murphy says, gotta plug Deep Well, The Caliber of Death on IndieGoGo. We just launched. Hope everyone will check it out. And thanks, Ethan. Best to all you guys. Alex Halo says, RGE Raid. Welcome, guys. Nola Nerd says, she has nice hair. A woman's hair is her glory. Yes, Piper. Do you understand? Listen to Nola Nerd. Anita Handjob says, I love Bill. Oh, I read that one. Okay, so I think we're all caught up with super chats.
Excellent.
One last time, I'd like to go through and just talk about what we have. What we have on the slate tonight. We want to make sure that you guys get over there and back Billy Tucci's new Miss Fury graphic novel.
Wow, $13,000. Thank you, guys.
Well, it's 14 actually.
Oh,
so
right. Yeah, not too bad for 2 hours, 3 hours. Thank you, guys. Our little
201 backers. Let's keep this going. Spread the word, guys. Share it. Of course, we're going to let this stream stay up and coast, and hopefully there will be more backers in the morning. I've got my Cyberfrog 2 Wrecked Planet. Make sure to back it before we run out of these IndieGoGo. These executive Honeycomb box sets. We've only got 278 left. We're selling those pretty quickly. Cyberfrog Unforgettable Tales 1 and 2, which is just, it's still moving. It's awesome. $187,243. This is going to go and start shipping next month. Next month we're shipping those. Another case for The Littlest Umbrella by Umbrella Guy. Look, come on, please turn to 80. Oh, we're so close to 80,000. I really want to see that flip. And Fragaboom's Black Flag Pineapple Perception comic. He's going to be on Nick Rekieta tonight, so go watch his show there. And your boy Zach's incredible Jawbreakers Grand Bazaar. This is his third Jawbreakers book. Finally, Peregrine, Wings of the Falcon.
That book looks awesome.
I mean, it's so good.
It really is fantastic.
I love the boob window.
I do too. And
yes, John. Yes, 1,000 times. Yes. Look at that.
I'm a simple man.
Indeed, bro.
It works every time it's tried. The boob window, Peregrine, Wings of the Falcon, and then here we have the Plot Holes, which is Sean Gordon Murphy's book, and I guess it's got 41 days to go. See, 41 days to go.
We did a 60-day campaign. Yeah.
He just crammed all 60 days together. So
bad move.
She book. I had the Return of the Warrior in our last few weeks. We're starting fulfillment soon.
John, you should have done 30 and 30.
Yeah. That would have done better. Okay, so very good. I want to thank everybody for joining me here tonight. Run over to see Nick Rekieta. Watch Dan Fraga at midnight. Thanks, John. Thank you, Billy. My pleasure to have you on. I hope you'll come back on again.
I'd love to come back on with you guys just to go through this because I'm very fascinated by all the news that I miss.
Always great to be here.
I really am. And you guys are great. So I really appreciate it.
All right, everyone. We'll see you again tomorrow with another video. Bye-bye.